I got this feeling inside my bones. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up those ceilings when we're in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good song in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes above it, moving so phenomenally. You gon' like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And I know life when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move where you already know, so just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. We're flying up and flying, fly on, flying up, no ceiling on, flying this, fly on, we're flying, turn it on, flying this, fly on, flying up, no ceiling on, flying this, fly on, we're flying, turn it on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up those ceilings when we're in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, that good song in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes above it, moving so phenomenally. You gon' like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. We're flying up and flying, flying up, no ceiling. Flying, we're flying, turn it on. Flying up, no ceiling.
Listen, everyone, before the show gets started, I want to first let you know that you can always support the show via Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. All financial contributions are greatly appreciated, and we really do thank you so much. Now sit back and let's enjoy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope all is well with you. Listen, make sure you hit that notification thing down there. And also hit that bell, okay? Hit that bell so that you're never left out, you're never confused, you're never wondering as to what I posted. Was I on, or are you guys lost, or what is King really doing? Okay? Just make sure I hit that notification. And make sure you subscribe. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Hey, y'all. What is happening? Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday to you all. Welcome to the King Jobs, the Kings, the Court. Baby, we just unplugged on this here Good Friday. We are here to have a good time. But you know what? We cannot forget about this is the Lord's Day. And it is a Good Friday. It's always a Good Friday. But this Friday, it's a Good Friday. You know, according to the church folks, on the third day. Y'all gotta pull out my hoop trips. Hold on one second. I know I felt it in my gun. Well, hey, listen, y'all, get your church feet ready. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Listen. Go tell your neighbors, your mamas, and your friends and things that the Kings is here. And wait, is that it? Yes. Ooh, yes. We have a good time. So make sure you bring your offerings because we're gonna have church. So make sure you drop a little piece in the bucket, okay? Go tell grandma, Mo Brown. Go tell Thais to go come on out that dressing room. Tell them to bring them 2 good wigs. Now, Mo Brown, you can cuss Thais out now. You gonna cuss me out now. You know, I try to respect my elders. Okay, we got to have service tonight. And bring me 2 pieces. I need a breast and I need a wing. So go and get that together for me. Okay, we're gonna be able to eating can on. We gonna have to be fasting, but I'm not fasting. Anyways, y'all listen here. Go tell your grandma to come on in here. Okay, come on in. Listen, go ahead, tell everybody come on in. Get your drinks, get your food, get all that stuff ready so we can get ready and go. All right, is you ready? So after these messages, the Kings will be right here.
Hello everyone, it's Pam Esquire, also known as the Law Intellect. We're here to discuss all things legal. As you know, we discuss things all the way from the neighborhood to Hollywood. We analyze, we critique, we commentate, and we give our unsolicited opinions. What we don't do is give any legal advice. So if you do need any help from an attorney, please contact a local attorney near you. Now you, my friends and family, are my law intellects. That means as I go through all of this legal stuff, I need you to analyze with me. You're my co-counsels. So I want you to comment below, and I want you to like, subscribe, share, and let everyone know that the Law Intellect is on.
Pinellas County has one of the highest rates of new HIV infections in the country. Ending the HIV epidemic starts with a conversation, real talk about sexual health, even if it's a little uncomfortable. Let's normalize that discussion. Together, we can decrease the number of new HIV infections to less than 3,000 a year by 2030. Ending the HIV epidemic starts with a conversation, and that starts with you. Get the facts at pinellas.floridahealth.gov.
Praise the Lord, saints, aunts, and friends. Hey, I
feel a spin in my spirit. Look at your neighbor, say it's Good Friday.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
Can we have a he got up praise break?
He got up. Wait a minute, hold on.
He got up. Yes, Lord.
I ain't supposed to get him up till Sunday, but
Hey.
Oh my God. It's all right.
Don't get you one, Kyrie. We saw you singing last week. Okay?
I got my communion. Everybody.
Hold on.
Oh, hey. Hey, oh. You gotta work the organ. Hey, thank you.
Dance.
Shout up. Jeff couldn't hold him down. Woo, Jeff couldn't hold him down.
Just come on here and start something now.
Woo, thank you.
It's the Friday.
Thank you.
Praise God. Hey, glory to God. Praise God. All right, hey y'all in the comments. Hey everybody, what's going on? Make sure you comment, like, and share, okay? Make sure you drop your offers in the offer basket so we know how actually be time.
Somebody
Now,
said
hold
it.
on, let me see.
But the only reason why Friday was good was because he got up. Oh, I felt that spin. Mother.
I got a question though. I have a question.
Yes.
Can somebody just tell me how is Friday to Sunday 2-3 days?
Honey, look, you know what?
I really can't answer that.
I'm gonna tell. Wait, before you answer that, Marquise, Kyrie, you know how this goes. But somebody just say something, we just gonna go with it. You know what I'm saying? but it just makes me feel good. Praise God. It just makes me feel all right.
I just got to keep my. Hold on, I got to get my hair right.
Yeah.
I ain't rich. I ain't got enough money to get there, so I can only afford one.
Well, I've been a jurisdictional mother for a minute. My district has been good to me.
Hey, you better come on and try to 5:30.
Hallelujah.
All right, y'all got the breeze tonight. Don't do too much now. We trying.
I'm sorry, mother. I pulled my hat out early.
Yes, it's the Good Friday service.
I pulled my hat out early. I can't prepare.
I got my communion. I'm not shouting. I got my communion.
Y'all are boozy saints. We don't shout.
It don't matter if it was a day and a half or whether it was a week and a half. He got up.
That's it. That's it. That's the message. He got up.
Woo!
Hey, Shabbat.
That's it. He got up. He got up. So
O'Brien Corn praise.
that's it.
Bye.
He got up so you could get up.
Let me tell you something.
The Bible says that blood and water ran out of his side, right? Blood and water. And I used to wonder, what was the water for? Blood and water. When he died on the cross, that blood and that water ran out of his side. What was that about? But what if that water was for all of those that are not going to be able to get baptized because you're persecuted, you're talked about, you may be gay, you may be lesbian, and you may not be even welcome in the church to get baptized. What if that water was your baptism water?
Thais,
What is?
Here is your preacher license right here, Thais. I'm gonna mail it to you. Okay.
I'm gonna leave that thing alone.
This is your license. I'm gonna send it to you. It's been signed and sealed
with the show
by Bishop Jives.
Hey, everybody in the comments. Hey, my sister Miko, Danny, everybody. Listen, y'all, we celebrate Good Friday because the church, we just used to celebrate Good Friday. But I'm gonna tell you something. Every day is Good Friday for me because when I truly, for real, and I wasn't going to do this on Thais' anniversary because I didn't want to stir the people's up. But I tell y'all, when each and every last one of us that's on this panel and down there in the comments, when we think of the goodness of the Lord. Now, I ain't trying to start nothing now. I'm going to tell you for real. When we think of the goodness of God and all that he has done. Now, don't musicians, I know y'all in y'all spot, but hold on now. Because I feel my help now. It's Good Friday. But y'all, truly, when we think of the goodness of the Lord and all that he has done, dangers seen, unseen, baby, home invasions, God has kept us. Car accidents, God has kept us.
That part.
COVID-19, we still here.
Yes.
Oh, when I think of the good, hey! But I'll tell you this right here. Thais celebrated 1 year anniversary, y'all.
Thank y'all.
And I am so happy for my brother.
Yeah, you know what? In honor of Thais, why don't y'all in the comment section just put some green hearts up in the comments?
Happy anniversary, Thais. Praise the mother. Praise the mother. Ooh, I feel like
I just got some breaking news from Cash App. Cash App says, well, this is not for Cash App. They say they just released Mother Stack's Cash Apps right now. They just released her Cash App. They just released them. How long ago was that? How long Mother Stack's been gone? Yeah, they said it just released it. It just hit.
You so far with that right there.
Child, you could have mailed them people the money.
Touch your neighbor, say better late than never.
Mother Brown, you gonna walk around there and get it? Mother Brown said she gonna walk around there and get the envelope. Mother Brown, don't get Ryan walking around there, Mother Brown. You know these niggas is out here, these Crips and Bloods is out here heavy. It's tax season.
You just not release them folks. You know you so dead ass wrong for that. Now I need to pimp slap you. You know you're a man up on all the
check bounce. Okay.
You gonna go? Mother Brown gonna walk around there and get the envelope. But I told, take your pepper spray and your box cutter with you.
Mother Brown, come get my 9. Come get my 9, my boy.
Okay. You want me to walk with you? I'm live.
You better send Deacon Patterson with her.
Hey, Mo Brown, on your way around there to go drop most tax money off, can you go around and get them Hawaiian rolls for me, please?
Yeah. Okay, she put it in her bra. She said she gonna put the money in her bra.
Okay. You got my 9 too?
Yeah.
Well, Giles, did Mother Brown bring you your wing, your chicken, your breast again? Look, y'all got Mother Brown doing too much.
Mother Brown, go ahead.
Mother Brown working him at center.
Mother Brown already got dialysis. Dialysis on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
All right. There on Friday night cooking chicken. My God.
I ordered a two-piece side dinner. I said I got my dinner. And I ordered that on last Thursday at the Cali after dark. My dinner,
But listen, honey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's Mother Brown be using her daughter food stamps. Y'all need to deal with Mother Brown. She be using her daughter food stamps and then selling y'all this high-ass food.
All right. I got 5 on it.
I understand chicken that went up. I just wanted 2 thighs.
Hold on.
That's why I should white meat. Give me a breast and a wine. But you know,
okay, somebody's trying to. They say I'm trying. I can't comment. I'm trying. Okay, so if you're not logged into Facebook, I mean YouTube, you can't comment, right?
If they're not subscribed, they can't comment.
Yeah.
Okay. He says I'm trying to say hi. I'm trying to say hi to my future husband, Marquise.
I need all
the.
Wait a minute, let me get my holy oil. Hold on.
You know what? Justin just texted me, Marquise. He said, "What? Your future what?"
Me and Justin Wings, I ain't seen Justin since he flew out of the jail nest. I ain't seen him since.
Oh, Justin, let me text Justin back and tell him he need to get in touch with you.
Somebody said they seen him coming out of Steamworks.
That's fine. That's fine.
Before he went to O'Hare.
I'll text Raheem and see if he can see him.
So I just sent me them Nigerian brothers.
Booga Booga and Booga Booga.
Yeah.
They are kind of meaty.
Marcus Adams, you ain't claim nothing if my Cash App ain't ringing. Praise God.
God told me Marquise was Lord.
Wait a minute, what?
Is it God told me? You said Marcus Adams.
Well, you better sow a seed on it. Maybe God a blow on it. I don't know.
What kind of seed?
A Cash App seed. That's the only seed I'm talking about. Praise God. But look,
we talking about the seed of Abraham.
No, you got to invest to get this seed. Thank you, Jesus. But look, Thais isn't the only one celebrating an anniversary today, and this is another reason why I like you, mother. Because today is my 16th ministerial anniversary. I didn't preach.
Oh wow! Congratulations!
Yeah, I ain't but 32 years old. That's half my life. 33 years old. That's half.
Oh, you been preaching since you were 16.
I was 17. Yeah, 16. Yeah.
Oh wow!
I came out at 13.
Yeah. Say what?
I came out at 12, 13. I preached about Joseph and his multiple colors.
But see, but at 16, I was just a preacher. I wasn't trying to pastor or lead nobody, but I was, a little minister, a little licensed minister, preached the trial sermon and, had the board meet to make sure that I was ready. And, I went to the whole 9. But I just wanted to say, me and Thais, we share an anniversary. Not only do we share ex-husbands, praise God.
Oh, it's your ex now?
Wait a minute, he your ex now, yeah.
Our marriage got to know.
Hey, you changed men like you changed brawls.
First off, I ain't changed men. Justin been mine since a long time ago. I just didn't know he was mine and Thais's.
Yeah, well, he's all yours. He's all yours, but you can have him.
Look, Kyrie gonna be next.
He's up there starting around Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I don't want your motherfucking ass no more. They say he was all down there on Michigan Avenue and shit, getting plowed, and all on the Gold Coast and Miracle Mile getting plowed.
I mean, you know,
my Brown, ain't left yet, my Brown. Come here, my Brown. I got 5 on.
Giles, ask mother, did she cook any turkey wings today?
Do we got some quick check sodas?
Got 5 on, my Brown.
Hey, got the off-brand sodas.
I got 5 on.
Ask mother, she got some turkey wings and yellow rice right there.
Yeah, he was down there. Somebody said, yeah, he was down there. They said he used to work the Midway Airport bathrooms too, Jersey. Sure did.
I can believe it.
Allegedly.
God can bring you from the bathroom to the TV. Come on.
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah, allegedly.
I believe
it. Saints, aides, and friends, it is Friday, Good Friday, but it's Friday with the Kings in the Court. Our dear sister, the Queen, Kenyatta, is not here today. She's not going to be here for 3 weeks because she has an assignment, and she's going to be working that assignment, baby. Our catering business is doing really good. Congratulations to Kenyatta on our catering business.
Awesome.
Yes, Kenyatta.
We got 5 on the Kenyatta. Tight, that little Cali music about to get me.
Baby, listen, that's way back in the 90s.
Woo!
Baby, listen, that's when girls were selling their food stamps for cash.
They still doing it.
They still doing it.
Oh, they still doing it. I thought once the PPP and the EDD money came out, girls stopped selling their food stamps. You couldn't buy no food stamps nowhere when PPP came out.
Good damn,
Child, them girls still got stay. They still selling. You don't even got to go on the line with them. I just give them my grocery list.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
But make sure, don't give your cash up and then take the card. Go make your grocery and then give them your cash after you come out.
After you come out, exactly.
Girls are known for giving you the card. You go in the store and then they call and turn the card off while you in the store.
Oh, that's a dope fiend move.
Or you get that to be 2 cents on the card.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't tell about it because it ain't even your card. Oh,
check the balance. Check the balance.
So listen, y'all, we get ready to start the show. Listen, make sure you tell your neighbors and your friends at the Kings and the Court. We is unplugged. That's what we're gonna start calling Fridays. We unplugged, okay? Y'all know we the Kings. Y'all know we got a queen on the show. Y'all know we got transgenders and transformers and things and the people and stuff.
Who one of them?
Jobs. You know they use anything. They'll say anything for a flag.
Y'all know we got multiple people that come on the show. Y'all know we love to have fun and we joke. Honey,
I'll be the king tonight. I'll be the queen tonight.
On here. We gay.
He was talking about me. He was talking about me. I'm a transformer, y'all. I'm a transformer. It's about me.
Transforms, okay?
Yeah, I transform, honey.
Christ transforms, Sister Brown, sister-in-law, you know. He be Sister
Maybe
one moment.
I transform Sue for the right one.
You know, we transform up here, okay?
I'll go put on my skirt for the right one.
So, Giles, the story that I just sent you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the breaking thing. That should be first.
Okay, let's go ahead.
If you want to go that route.
I didn't have time to put it on the ballot, but let's go ahead and gather ourselves for this good word of the Lord of the Lords today. Wait a minute, click that. There you go. Breaking news: the baby got a break-in in his house, and he's out here on the porch crying and carrying on because somebody slapped shit out of him. No, I'm lying, y'all. Let me stop. Okay, so look, y'all. An intruder shot at North Carolina rapper DaBaby's home after trespassing the 911 call says. So
that's the North Carolina estate, and we don't have the 911 call, but they said he was really acting real crazy on the 911 call, y'all. Just like, yeah. Crazy.
What is the baby real name?
Not Big Bad Gangster Baby.
Well, he already killed one person at Walmart. So listen.
Split his wig cap back. Let me find out what the baby name. I want to call him by his name.
Call him.
I call my man's by his name.
Child, he'll be down here in another month and a half. I ask him what happened when he get here.
He come to Tampa Pride.
He coming to St. Pete for Wild Splash.
St. Pete Pride. Oh.
I'm just trying to figure out. Y'all didn't want to get it.
Oh, Jonathan Lindell Kirk.
Oh, wow.
Lindell.
But Maya Angelou said it best: when people show you who they are, believe them. He's the
Y'all didn't want to give the man a warning before y'all shot him. Damn.
Oh, that defeat the purpose.
Did he give the man at Walmart a warning?
No.
Lindell. Now you such a gangster. You got all these guns and bazookas and Karens on, and these folks still broke in your house. Now you sound like you stunning showing girl. Oh my God!
At least you could have said it was
out in the next 5 days. Then maybe it was a money move.
I think Kirk out here doing old stunt. That's
somebody wanted some dick.
Oh, you're right.
Somebody wants some booty.
Hook up going wrong. He got catfish.
Sound like a Jack situation.
He lied about how big he was. Yep, and that man got mad and said, "I'm gonna shoot your whole house
Somebody was coming back for some more booty. Sound like a Jack situation gone bad.
Well, it was good, and they didn't want to leave. He said,
"They didn't want to leave." That's what it was.
Maybe they got some short men. The baby is short, and he do got a little donk on him. You know what I'm saying?
Auntie Deb said she not giving no warning. She said, "Come on my property and I'll shoot you too." Wow, Auntie Deb.
Right.
I know that's right.
Warning is the safety coming off.
Got their life.
And Deb said the warning is the safety coming off.
Oh my God.
So listen, next on the agenda we got is this Ramadan or Ramadan?
Ramadan.
Ramadan Easter and Passover fall on the same weekend, causing brawls all over the Holy Land. Now listen. Now, I don't know what y'all got going on over there in Israel and the peoples and things, but you know what? I just need y'all to get your mind right and just realize that on the third day, somebody said the third day, he got up. And so because he got it, y'all ain't got no business fighting. Just go ahead and get your praise on.
If I spin again, I'm going to throw up. But Josh,
how y'all fighting though? How y'all fighting on the same streets Jesus walked on? How y'all? I mean, I know we got the Jews, we got the Muslims, and we got the Christians, right? And all of these holidays are falling on the same weekend. But I'm just trying to figure out, y'all out there throwing rocks and bricks and shit. One man was chasing another man with a palm.
Well, see,
are y'all serious?
The underlying current is, and this is layman's terms, you still have Jews out there who do not believe Jesus was the Messiah. So there's this year-long, generation-long fight between what we call Messianic Jews and the Jews that did not adopt the teaching of Christ. So they still fighting. And when these holidays come together, it's like Kojic Convocation and PAW are trying to use the same convocation room. Like, it ain't enough room. A fight gonna break out.
Who put all of these holidays on the same weekend though? Y'all know these people. That's like having a Baptist, a Kojic, and an AME convocation the same weekend in the same city.
At the same hotel.
Oh, baby.
It's gonna be a mess.
But see, if they now, this is me thinking.
It's a mess.
The Baptist, the Kojic, and who you say the Baptist, Kojic,
AME.
If all of y'all are serving the same God, y'all keep saying why y'all can't serve together? Because if you go into y'all heaven, there's no divided neighborhoods. It's all one.
Right. That's what I feel.
Let them tell it ain't but 144,000 getting in. So
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I don't care what y'all say, not y'all, but I don't care what these saints and friends say. let me tell you something. If the Bible is what it's saying, what it do, first of all, we all gonna have to give an account to a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm just gonna do my best to love the Lord like I do, and make sure He is pleased with everything that I say and do, and I'm gonna make sure that He say, "Well done." Now y'all got all these rules and regulations and boats that don't float and carrying on trees that ain't making anything happen. So anyway, I'm just gonna love God. And y'all go ahead on. I don't care, gay, straight, black, or crazy.
King.
I love God. Okay, I love
King.
God. What's wrong with y'all? Okay.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with Kyrie. I understand the regional religious differences, but shouldn't y'all all be serving the one living God? Like He's God, and we understand that each deity is different between each religion, but the Godhead should be God, right, Marquise?
Baby, these folks, they all call
God. They all call God. They all call the same God by a different name. That's it. That's all it is. It's the same universal supreme spirit being.
Well,
just
first of all, Marquise, you know the biblical thing like I know the biblical thing. You know, I've been to
Josh to go get his books.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, listen. Okay, don't make me pull out the books now. Now, first of all, what we do need to understand is this right here. Now we're gonna move on because I feel my preacher man. Come on, musicians, hold on now. Don't do that to me now. I feel preacher man. First of all, we need to truly understand that He is our creator, and if we're gonna truly call Him God, we need to understand what His name is, because God is just a title. Now we out here praying to God, although I do believe God bless babies and fools, okay? And God keep on blessing us, okay? But God do have a name. Just like Jesus is not His actual name. Jesus ain't God, He's the Son. But anyways, we get all that stuff mixed up. I just thank God for y'all. Wow.
Jive.
Yeah.
Don't you know God is older than God's name?
Okay, and we're gonna move on right now.
You can't put a name on a God. You can't put a name on a God who was a God before there were names. So, like, there is just we are trying to explain God. It's like an ant trying to explain to another ant what an elephant looks like. One of you are looking at the tusks, one of you looking at the tail, one of you looking at the foot, one of you looking at the ass. You all are looking at the same animal, just the part that you can see from your perspective. It's a lot bigger than you.
What when you preach to your congregation, what book do you use?
I use the Bible and other books.
Okay. You said and other books. That don't line up with the Bible. But
it does line up with the Bible.
Josh to go get his apocrypha.
It actually lines up with the Bible very nicely, actually.
No.
What don't line up?
About calling them different names is all the same God.
When Moses asked God, "Who do I tell them sent me?" God didn't give him a name. God said, "The I am sent him." I am is not a name. It is a statement of supreme being. The verb be. That's all Elohim is. Elohim is just the supreme being. God doesn't have a name. You can't name what names.
But in Judaism, God is conceived in a lot of different ways, or described in a lot of different ways.
Exactly. So they name God, or they call God according
Yahweh.
to God manifests God's self. Yahweh is not God's name. Yahweh isn't God's name. It is God manifesting God's self as whatever comes after Yahweh.
Well, why are they over there with these bricks and these sticks and stuff beating each other up?
Because they disagree about whether Jesus was God's son.
Oh.
Period. There are still Jews waiting on their savior.
Oh, got it.
But they still consider themselves Jews.
Y'all over there fighting in front of Mary. They over there fighting. They fight in front of Mary's old house.
Because
I'm like,
it don't matter what religion it is. Any religion is gonna try to take the authority from God anyway. So they'll fight.
Oh, got you.
Christianity
This is all a mess. Everybody's just praising. They praise and get on with it.
That's why I believe in relationship and not all this religious.
Which is the reason why God said His name is I am. That is exactly right, Kyrie. Because God has always been a God of relationship. You won't know God until you know yourself, and you won't know God until you know each other. That's why we keep arguing about who God is, because we don't want to see God in the other person.
I'm gonna send Matthew. I'm gonna send Matthew Stevenson over there to mediate.
He can't help.
He can't help. Matthew can't help.
Because if All Nations New York fight with All Nations Atlanta, he gonna have the same problem they got.
Oh wow! Wow!
Where is he at? Wait, is that your husband too, Mark?
Who?
Matthew Stevens.
I would never let a man that's not honest.
Michelle said, "Damn, Michelle said he whatever the fuck I need him to be." Damn, Michelle.
Damn.
I feel it.
That was a little.
Okay, Michelle, tell us how you really feel.
He what, Thais?
Huh?
Say it one more time.
Michelle says he's whatever the fuck I need him to be, and we're moving.
Hey, man, I'm with you 1,000%.
Okay, listen, y'all. Next on the docket is this, because we's not gonna stay on there. With
Oh, they got mother.
This man needs a bra.
Y'all stupid.
They caught him on a bad day.
Okay, so the Brooklyn subway shooter calls police on himself.
He needs a bra. Mother need a bra, honey.
And his nipples is cold.
Sis.
Yeah, I'd shoot up somebody too if I was him. Yeah.
He need to join us on our 90-day challenge. And
he need 180 days, Kyrie. He need 180 days.
Mother,
so I'm gonna call Tammy for him.
He need 180 days. You need to call Dr. Now for him.
But you gonna tell me,
Larry,
this man right here, 62 years old, looking like this, and he did this massive shooting and was on the run, and y'all couldn't find him. Girl, listen, I'm not going.
He turned himself in, Kyrie. That's the breaking news we got today. He called Crime Stoppers and turned himself in when a man recognized him.
I wonder how much he done got paid to do this.
Excuse me, sir. You can't get the award money if you.
He does, nigga. He like Bill Duke, a bigger version, but he does.
Well, he did it. He did it because he knew had they found him, he more than likely would not. He may not still be here today.
Yeah, but why were you in the same area? Why were you still in the same area, dummy?
Right.
He ain't got a full. He's not dealing with a full deck. This is a man that obviously has a lot of issues.
Oh yeah, his YouTube videos are horrific. He has a lot of hate in his heart, and like a lot of the people that he shot were white folks. So he has a lot of issues.
And then in his videos, he has a lot of issues with black women.
Jesus.
He said a lot of hateful things.
Oh wow.
Sir, are you a homosexual?
No. You know what? We talked about this Wednesday night. We questioned whether or not if he was on the other side, and but the people on the panel said his application had been denied.
Well, his judge
pick up his breasts and hold them like this.
His attorney today said that they're going to go ahead and they're asking the judge to give him a psych evaluation, so he's going to try to play the nut role.
Well, he can do it.
That plan was
like
too well orchestrated for him to play the nut role.
It was very much premeditated.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute, wait. So did the white bitch that killed her black boyfriend, stabbed him, and then went out for drinks at the bar. She's playing a nut role.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Right. She can do it.
Well, this man right here, he set off the smoke bombs. The smoke bombs, he set them off too early, and he didn't have time to do what he needed to do. So he let off a few rounds, and then the gun jammed. Right. So he had to get out of the car and run, and his whole thing was just very unorganized. And then he left everything behind with his DNA.
Yeah, including his ID. Plus, they got security footage of him on the street as he entered the subway. They got they got camera footage of him, not security footage, but they got camera footage of him on the street.
But the camera,
because the taxpayers are upset in New York because all 3 cameras at that station were not working. People like, what are we paying taxes for? And none of them cameras were working. Of course, the conspiracy theories like Kyrie think that all the cameras was cut off, by Kanye West.
Wait a minute. Okay, so wait a minute.
I know Kyrie. I already know Kyrie. Tupac cut the cameras off.
I'm so dead. That is so not me. People don't believe taste. But this is my thing. So the cameras were working, and then the police officers, none of their walkie-talkies were working. They had to have the people call 911. What kind of bullshit is this?
Yeah, that don't make sense now. Come on there.
It didn't make sense.
Come on there. The police phone don't work.
Some type of shim sham.
I know the government. I know the government do false flags all the time. I don't think this is a false flag. Those false flags are usually made for us to take our attention off of something very important, So what was going on in the news cycle that we needed to take our attention off of if it was a false flag?
The judge, the Supreme Court judge.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but
he been sworn in yet?
No, I'm talking about the one, the wife who did all that texting.
Oh, Clarence, you talking about Clarence Thomas' wife?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I just ain't buying it.
It's a decoy.
Well, somebody sent me an inbox and said the thing that Thais is talking about. Wait a minute. The footage Thais is talking about is from the turnstile pane to get into the subway. Okay. And then
all them cameras is mysteriously broken. That do seem kind of shaky, y'all.
Yeah. And the police walkie-talkies, none of their walkie-talkies work. They had to have the people. Now I just been shot at. You asked me to call 911. I'm frazzled.
Especially in New York.
Right. Hey, wait a minute. And then you go to the hood station to do it.
Well, he's going to be there for a while. He's going to be held in federal court, honey. So listen, she's gone.
Are they labeling him a terrorist?
Nope, they didn't. But I don't understand that either. Because that was definitely a terrorist act. If he did.
Well, they don't label none of the clear people when they shoot up schools and do stuff. They don't want to label them as terrorists either. So
yeah, true.
That's domestic terrorism.
My God. And he's like a mental patient. He does look like a mental patient. I give him that.
All I can tell him is you're too close. Honey, you're too close, brother.
Listen,
I hope they give him a good bra when he get up there.
Baby, give him a double D. Listen, next on the agendas is
that's why he need a breast lift.
Lord, lift us up where we belong.
Dale said, after Dale said he has been charged with terrorist crimes. Okay.
They're up. So next on the agenda, Darius, is our governor. Okay, Governor DeSantis and Kemp are in it again. So
Governor Pitchfork.
Governor Kemp.
Governor Pitchfork.
Governor Kemp just signed a law where anybody can just carry a gun. And Governor DeSantis just signed a law where you got to have the baby if you were raped or if it's incest.
Well, here's the thing with
that. The only exception is if it's to save the mother's life. But if your daddy raped you, you got to have the baby.
Here's the thing. The law says
if you got raped in the alley, you got to have the baby.
The law says after, it was 15 or 16 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That's the law says. So you can get an abortion up to 16 weeks. So depending upon when you find out when you're pregnant, because some people don't know they're pregnant to typically around 8, 6, anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. If your cycle is off, you probably are guessing my cycle is off. There's a possibility, but I think most women, and if you ladies in the comments, let us know. I think usually around 8 weeks or so, some women know that they're pregnant.
Well, Jada Pinkett Smith knew right away.
I'm so dead.
That's what she said.
Yeah, she said as soon as Will Smith busted up in her, she said, "I'm pregnant."
She started crying. Oh my God.
Now, I learned this in my situation with my son. Some women are every 3 weeks, so it comes out to like 21 days. So after 4 to 5 weeks, they can actually consider themselves like late and start wondering or looking into being pregnant. That's what happened with my son's case. So I'm not. We can talk
about the semantics of the weeks until the cows come home. The fact that you have to carry your father or your uncle's baby is disturbing to me.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
The fact that a minister or preacher can rape you and you got to carry this baby to full term. A lot of women can't afford to go out of state and have abortions. White women can go downtown and have an abortion on their lunch break. Minority women don't have that option. So, and I'm not saying that there are not a lot of poor white women they can't have it. But I'm just saying a lot of white women have more options than minority women.
But you know what,
as Kyrie would say, fuck all that, black women.
But you know what? More if you look at who actually has abortions, white women have way more abortions than black women do. So this is really about population control, I believe.
This is what this is about. Is you got to realize, think like a white man if you can. They've been impregnating women that were slaves, especially like black women, since the beginning of this country. So for them to now stand up and be pro-life, it is so contradictory when
that's not what it's really about.
Yeah.
It's about population control because you have less white people being born in this country than ever before. Now you have all these Hispanic, Latinx people coming into the country. They're having babies. They're having lots of babies. You have more white people who are having less children. So they are afraid that they're going to be overrun by us and by the Latino people.
They can't stop it. They are.
But not just that. Also with the race mix, white folks love to get with us and other folks. And we just travel right
But see, see what they can't do. They can't pass a law that say only white people can get abortions. They got to apply it to everybody.
Well, no, they want our women to get abortions. That's why they got Planned Parenthood.
They don't really care. They don't really care whether we get abortions or not. They really care about. Let me finish my statement. They really want white women to stop having abortions because they want the number of white babies born in this country to go up.
Wow.
Because they are afraid as a race they are going to be overrun.
Right, but they do care about us having abortions. That's why they created Planned Parenthood.
So okay, Kyrie. I know y'all people, the conspiracy, the hotels. I know y'all have a lot against Planned Parenthood, but abortions are a very small fraction of the reproductive services that are offered at Planned Parenthood. Okay, a very small segment over at Planned Parenthood.
But what it was originally created for. You're right.
Planned Parenthood. It's a lot of women that just don't have access to good medical care and prenatal vitamins and stuff and all kinds of stuff. OBGYN. So Planned Parenthood stands in the gap for those women. People make Planned Parenthood. Y'all, the hotels make Planned Parenthood out to be this abortion factory where black women just go in there and just have abortions all day long. It's not.
That's right. But see, here's the thing, because when I worked in Memphis, for the the health facilities, and I also worked for the Unleashed Voice magazine and things in Memphis, Tennessee. The thing about it is this: when I used to do things, we used to do stuff with Planned Parenthood and stuff like that. A lot of the problem with people is that they are very much so uneducated as to what goes on. Yes, there are organizations and departments that do abortions and stuff like that. But what I do know about Planned Parenthood and so many of these organizations, they do try to help you prevent getting pregnant. Now, again, it's just like with the health organizations that I work with here and Darius here in Florida. If you are here having sex, we are here to help you prevent from catching some type of disease. Now, if you go out there and then get a disease, you come back to us again, and we got to help you find some type of way to take care of what you get and what you scratching and stick, all kind of stuff. So Planned Parenthood is just the same thing. Baby, you done got pregnant. What you want to do needs? You want to keep the baby? You want to get rid of the baby? You want to keep the baby? Okay, so do you need to get on the census? Where the baby daddy is? You don't know where the baby daddy is? Okay, who you got pregnant by? You got some money. You got some assistance. You got a job. That's what it is. And it's like, men, we cannot tell another woman what she can and cannot do with her body. That's just all that is to it. You don't want no woman telling you need to get your dick snipped. Now, I know that. You've been telling me I need to get a vasectomy. What's them things called?
You got it right. Vasectomy.
Vasectomy.
You ain't gonna tell me I need to get my tubes tied. I like my tubes to flow.
But you ain't never got to worry about that, Giles, because your male privilege won't ever make that a thing. You know, ain't no male gonna pass that law. You ain't never got to worry about that. But that's the reason why a woman should have the right to do with her body what she needs to do, what she feels like she needs to do. I'm not a fan of abortion either. But like Thais said, you know, you don't never know the circumstances under which where these babies are made. You don't know what health concern is gonna cause for the mother just to be pregnant. So that should be her choice and her decision. And that's it.
Yeah, and that's why if you think, ladies, if you think you're pregnant, we need to encourage women to go get to go see a doctor, go get tested to find out if you're pregnant as soon as possible, because with these laws that they are passing, they don't care about your circumstance. And the thing is, and they don't want to help you with these entitlement programs. So food stamps and WIC and all this financial assistance, they want you to have these babies, but they're not gonna help you.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. Yeah. You made my point for me, Darius. It's like, it's one thing if y'all was putting these laws in place and then people are going to get all the assistance that they need. But y'all have making people have babies, and then once these babies are toddlers and even teenagers, they ain't got shit coming. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. That's why people think DeSantis and Governor Kemp are lightly touched, by an angel.
Well,
it's a strategy. It's a national strategy.
Also, what about? We're gonna move on from this because this can get real touchy. Thais, the Patrick Lyoya, is it Lyoya?
Lyoya. I've been having a problem pronouncing it, but it's Lyoya.
That's the black guy, right?
Yeah, out of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
So with Planned Parenthood, let me just explain to y'all Planned Parenthood. They took out sex education in school. We're not even going to talk about taking prayer out of school, but they took out sex education in school. You got kids out here having sex because they see a lot of stuff on TV. They see a lot of stuff at homes, in their communities, all kind of things of that nature. We don't talk to people and educate people about the importance of their bodies. And then we just expect the kids to go out here and learn. The parents are too scared to tell children and talk to kids about their body parts and what is this and what is that. You expect for the children to go out there and learn it on their own. And then this is the reason why a lot of these programs are in place. But if we go back to the basics, the fundamentals of human nature, and just help people to understand, because we have to help. We are helpers one to another. And we got to learn how to help each other and stop all this mess. Listen, again, nope, I ain't going to do that. You know what? Next on the program, because Thais, I'm about to go there and I need to land the plane.
Land it.
Next on the agenda is Patrick Lyoya, the shooting in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Listen, I missed that part of the story, but Thais, take it from top.
Well, Patrick Lyoya is a black man, an African immigrant over in Grand Rapids, Michigan, who was shot. Now, they've released the body cam footage, and he was struggling with the police officer for his taser. However, they don't need no reason to kill you. So he was struggling with it. He was struggling, and they executed the officer, couldn't handle him. So he took his gun out and shot him point blank in the head, execution style.
Yes.
Wow.
The only thing that justifies that killing in their eyes is the fact that there was a struggle.
Yeah, Ben Crump is on the case. He's there already in Grand Rapids with the family. And the mother and father are distraught. And, you got the white folks and the haters talking about, well, if he wouldn't have struggled, this wouldn't have happened. But I've seen a lot of white folks struggle with police officers. They don't get shot in the head.
They don't get shot at all. They don't get shot, period.
Ben Crump. I got a question for Ben Crump. Ben Crump. No woman of God. First of all, I need you to sit your big black burly ass down somewhere and let Pam Rice Campbell handle this case.
Ben Crump,
what's tickling me is that y'all like to run around here to these big cases, and y'all never touch these cases that don't nobody hear about.
Right.
And then you have lawyers like Pam who got to sit out here and work their ass off trying to help little people while you want to touch these situations like this that happen to go mainstream. Let Pam Rice Campbell handle this case, sir. We got it. We got it over. We gonna make sure everybody makes some money over here.
So I want to say, because I know Ben Crump personally, obviously with the name, yeah, I know him. From Tallahassee. But
is he a peace mother?
Oh,
you been chewing it? No wonder you've been buying all these new hats.
No, I'm gonna tell you that I know Ben Crump to be a very very nice gentleman. He is serious about helping his people. I think with the platform that he has, he brings a lot of awareness when these situations happen. So hopefully there's going to be something, because he'll come in and then next thing you know, Al Sharpton will be there and Jesse will wobble up with his cane.
They come long as you got that coin, and Ben Crump gonna get his 40% when the case is over.
I don't like that.
Well, there also needs to be publicity in cases like these for the sake of ensuring the system that we watching. Like when these people show up on the case,
what about the cases that don't get heard?
And I agree with you 100%. I think that we do need to even change that system. We need to address it. We really do. But I mean, who do you save when there are thousands of people drowning at the same time? Like, do you grab who you can get to?
Like I said, Benny out here to get that 40%. When the judge ruled $15 million, he want that 40%.
I don't disagree. But
these comments, y'all are really
the
comments are really great tonight. I love these comments tonight.
Pam has a good comment,
and that's a good point. Pam.
And is only the face of it and takes the 40%. So he ain't working the cases. So he just go in there and say,
bringing awareness. He brings awareness.
Bill Johnson, a white law firm. Okay, a white law firm. Get it, Ben.
Well, the Grand Rapids NAACP, they had a workshop on Wednesday night, y'all. Know your rights. I don't know how many people in Grand Rapids went up there to know your rights, but there's a problem over in Grand Rapids with police brutality, y'all. So the next rally or the next forum or symposium, y'all go up there to the damn symposium and find out what the hell is going on so they can get a patterns and practice situation going on over there in Grand Rapids.
Listen, I just feel like this. It just seems like, and I don't have an issue with Ben Crump.
Me either.
It's like anytime there is police brutality or something of this situation, here comes Ben Crump.
Well, did he respond to a call, or did he call these people and show up on the case?
No, they call him.
Right, so they call him. So if somebody called you to cover a story, would you go cover it?
But you know what, Marquise, what I'm saying is, I'm quite sure that there are a lot of people calling him about situations like this. But this just so happened to be a police officer who has shot this man, and they got it on video camera. How many situations are not caught on video camera that this man ain't running to? And it's like a lot of families. It's like, and I know some stuff that goes on here in Florida, especially Tampa, that is not caught on camera. But matter of fact, there's a situation right now, Ben, that you need to run your ass on down into Miami and take care of. The black woman, a black lesbian woman, had to shoot a white man because he was trying to attack her and her family at a restaurant. Now, are we doing anything about that, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So can I just play devil's advocate really quick? I saw someone in the comments say, is this racist cop still on payroll? So my question to you is, what if it was a black police officer and he'd responded the same way and he shot him? Does that make him racist?
Is that my friend paycheck in the comments? Hey,
now, I'm just speaking on behalf of Kyrie. It doesn't make him racist, but I consider cops are cops. I don't give a damn if you black or white, because the black cops are worse than the white cops. That's me. That's how I feel. But so are you saying that the cop was not racist? I'm not saying he was either.
None of us know, but I'm asking. He freaked out. He freaked out. He didn't know. If somebody was.
if you freak out, as a cop, your first instinct is to have a gun. You're not trained to do nothing but just to shoot people. Then he
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he was right. I'm just saying he freaked, and that's what he did, and it was wrong. But does that make him racist at the end of the day?
This ain't nobody. This ain't nobody. But my thing is this: like, all of these police officers go to police training, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they know how to handle situations like this. If somebody, I'm not buying, like, the plane is not landing for me. Mm-hmm. I'm not buying that they're just freaked out or listen, all of these people are trained to handle these real life situations. And this is straight up bullshit. If you ask me, these are a bunch of trigger happy people, and they just so happen to just pull, because again, you know what's on your right. You know what's on your left. You know what's on your right. So don't sit up there and say, oh, I forgot what side it was on. Bitch, they didn't train you too well, and you got to pass the test. Don't tell me that.
You're right.
I believe that is exactly right, but I think that these cops they are people when they shoot these triggers. They're not just cops, they're people. And what I mean by I say that is your training go out the window when the infection and the indoctrination and all of the privilege of racism kicks in. Like, it's not like you sitting there like, am I going to shoot him in the head? Or am I going to shoot him in the foot? You're not really thinking. You revert back to what is at your core. And you're
running off adrenaline.
Exactly.
Well.
Wait a minute.
Can we put Pam's comment up?
What makes you shoot him in the head, though?
Not point.
Put Pam comment up, Jazz.
I don't think there was a logical or an intentional thought process there. I think it was just seeing red and going.
Exactly, Pam. It wasn't.
It's a traffic stop. It's like there's no need for all of that will happen. Like, sir, a traffic stop is always a broken headlight. You got air freshener on your rear view mirror. You know, your side view mirror is tilted in. It's always something very minor that ends with death when it comes to black bodies. It's just, come on, y'all.
But to go back to what Ashley was saying, it's going to be perceived as racist because there was a white cop and a black dude. And we've seen so many times, like Tai said, we've seen so many times where white people have struggled with the police and they never do anything. They just let them go free.
Right. Because they're not doing
it. When the woman drove off with the car, socked the police officer in the face, and then got in the car and drove in the police car and drove off. The police officer could have took the gun and shot the tire. He ain't do nothing. He just said it like this.
Yeah. But if you're a threat even before the altercation begins, guns come out.
Right.
Bullets are, so.
But that's why I say black cops are worse than white cops, because black cops sitting here, I'm working with these people. I got to show you I'm not one of them. I'm really am one of you.
Mm-hmm. Well,
yeah.
Because I do know a lot of black police officers, especially growing up in Polk County. Everybody is not the same. That I do know. Everybody is not the same. A lot of them do, love the people. And then you got some of them people who are just Satchmo, not Satchmos. What's the other? It ain't Uncle Tom. It's the other one. But anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just like this. Some people, they feel like they have something to prove. You right, Kyrie and Marquise. They feel like they have something to prove, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You still got to go home to your people. And then it's like, then you got to go to the grocery store with these same people, and they're gonna be looking at you like you crazy. I think about the black cop that was in Minnesota. He was gay, and then he just sat back during the situation with George Floyd. A lot of people can do something, but they don't.
Well, Thais said they'll see people
get it, but they won't.
Yeah, he was a new cop. I actually feel for that cop. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I feel sorry for that cop. I really do, the black gay guy. Mm-hmm. I do, and I won't take it back. I feel sorry because it's fucked up that he was. Everybody know how you feel when you're working at a job, right? And you just got there. You want to do everything right. You ain't fit to really go against the system, and especially in a job like police, where it's a thin blue line.
Right.
So What was he supposed to do? Like, y'all really wanted him to get up and tackle his supervisor?
Is that what? But as this was being filmed, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble. He would have been in the right.
But that's not the mindset of somebody that has a superior or a supervisor. You know, when your supervisor coming around in your job, people start tensing up and getting scared and shit and closing out Coco Dorm and breathing raw.
My best friend, who is a black, same gender loving man, works in law enforcement, and he talks all the time about the fine line you have to work first being a black man, and sometimes you're one of a few. And where he is, he's one of a very small few. And the things that he has had to put up with, the racism on the job, him having to suffer indignities, verbal things, hearing other fellow officers say things that he can't respond to, being in situations where even other officers will retaliate against you. And, you know, here it is, this young black guy who's a new officer. He probably didn't know what to think despite his training, because his training officer, who he's supposed to be listening to, has his neck on somebody's throat.
Well, you know what? I don't feel sorry. You know what you signed up for. You know, when they created cops, it was the slave catchers. So it was always set in place to be against us. You know what you signed up for, child back.
Well, okay, so I'll say this, because I know what I've encountered here in Florida. Now, I've encountered good and bad, but since being back here in Florida, I live in Tampa. Maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud, but okay, whatever.
I know Tampa famous anyway.
Huh?
You know we famous anyway, especially after that nail shop video.
Yeah, I feel sorry for that boy.
But
baby,
in Tampa, we have like our sheriff. What's that man name? Dang.
Grady Judd.
No, not Grady Judd. Auntie just put it up there. Chronister.
Okay.
Sheriff Chronister. Now I know Sheriff Chronister. He's actually a good dude. Like, I know all the police officers that are. I know generally all the police officers that are here in Tampa, and the training that they have to go through, and some of them, it's like they're really some good people, and they're really trying to make sure that things go and flow like they should. Even at the jail, they're trying to put things in place. So put things in play so that people don't keep coming back. Because again, it's like, look, we ain't got time to keep having y'all tie up the court system and carrying on. Once you come in here and bring your ass in here, we need you to stay the fuck out. Okay? So learn the goddamn lesson and stay the ass out. So that means, you know, if it was drugs, they trying to figure out what the problem is. But again, that's not everywhere. That's not everywhere. Okay, so
I just got an idea.
Thank you, LaRonda.
I just got an idea.
What's your idea?
What if we change the culture in this country? Just a thought. Let me just throw it out there. What if we elected our police officers like we do our political officials, and then made our political officials go through the rigorous training and all of that we put our police through? What if we boss our police? Hold on. Let me finish my thought. What if we elected our law enforcers to the point to where they realize that their job is in the hands of the voters and not just because they applied and went through training? Do you think that would change? First off, I'm asking a question.
No.
I'm asking a question.
I think, you know, it's good in theory, but Los Angeles has over 10,000 officers, and that's a lot of elections to have, you know. So I don't think that would be possible, Marquise, to elect police officers. It would be too time consuming.
Of course, it's not possible. But the premise is, if we pay their salary as taxpayers, then the culture needs to be, bro, you work for the citizen.
But wait a minute. But do you know what the police officers were even made for? It was never set up to be for us. They're just following right in line.
Which is why it would be a change, you know.
Just an idea. If they change the police system, I'm gonna change from being gay. I'll be Mr. Delivered from now on.
It'll never change. Why would they change a system that does that would benefit
that serves them? My point.
Exactly right.
Which is really my point. Which is really my point overall. You know, the police
it's an extension of the slave patrol, right?
There you
so
go.
It's an extension of the slave patrol, and you can't legislate hate. You can't. You can't elect in good people. What you can do is change the whole system altogether, but that would take a dismantling of the whole white supremacist vortex. And America's not up for that. America not even seriously, thinking about giving people reparations. So how can you change a police force when you haven't even righted your original sin?
Absolutely.
Miss Sandra, you know why he didn't come? Maybe y'all didn't have his feet. Because these people, these Tamika Mallory's, Al Sharptons, and these other people, they all full of shit. If you don't have their feet, they're not coming.
Oh, is that what it is, brother?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
They're not coming. And like she just said, that he said he couldn't go because he was busy. He was sending a rep, but he never sent the rep because they didn't send that check.
I feel like this: the people that they make famous from this stuff, it's a bunch of bullshit. Because look at Tamika Mallory. She done went on now. She all on all this other stuff.
She
I'm
don't
like,
care.
what was you doing before this?
She don't care like commercials. She ain't got time for the people.
What was daughter God? What was you doing before this?
Yeah.
I mean, you got people like Thais and myself that be out here rallying and hooting and sounding the alarm. Bitch, you ain't gave us no goddamn check.
Not a dime.
Y'all ain't asked for one.
I think that the blueprint is gone. The civil rights blueprint of like Dr. King, Malcolm X, Ralph Abernathy, Andrew Young, C.T. Vivian, all them people, all that stuff is gone. You don't have now you got Twitter, you have Instagram. People are more, it's more like social justice celebrities now. It's not even the same no more. Yeah. It's not.
That's true.
Okay, listen, we're gonna move right along. Thais, what was that blue sign?
That's the trans lady that got the women pregnant.
Okay, so let's move on to that one. Saints, Aints, and Friends. Darius, who is that?
All I just saw was Baby in 3 days.
You know what? So, 2 women pregnant by trans inmate at an all-women prison in New Jersey.
Hold on, break that down.
I don't know why this is.
Some people have to read that twice, Ashley. A lot of people have to read it more than one time.
Wait a minute, because I'm sitting here like...
It's a cisgendered man.
Okay. No.
No, it's a trans woman.
No.
It says 2 women pregnanted by a trans inmate at an all-women's prison. Now, first of all, let me break this down to y'all. A trans woman is in a women's facility.
Right.
So, bitch, you had to be motherfucking passable. And you
not really. Not really, guys.
Oh, God. No, I'm saying he had to have a work and everything, right?
No. A lot of states allow you to identify. A lot of states don't. Some states will. You have to have sexual reassignment surgery. So to put it in context, some states require you to have a vagina. If you are a male to female transgender, they require you to have a vagina to be in a women's prison. Some states you can keep your private parts, your penis, and you can go in. And a lot of people don't understand this, but just because someone is trans does not mean that they can't ejaculate.
No. Okay, wait. Let me say this. Do y'all remember the episode with Jerry Springer?
Yeah.
The black girl had got her girlfriend pregnant, but the black girl was a trans woman, and she got her girlfriend pregnant. Everyone's like, "Well, how did she do that?" Because she still was able to ski.
Because she still got her parts. But see, here's my thing. I don't believe everybody that slap on a wig and a dress is trans.
Exactly. Let's go on with it. Let's do it.
I like how we put that bomb.
You let them because just like going back to, was it in the summertime when they was at this spa, and they were complaining how the trans woman was showing her genitals to this 9-year-old. I'm like, that's not a trans. Real trans women don't do that. I don't believe this person is trans. I just slapped on a wig.
Kyrie.
The way you say slap on a wig, Kyrie.
I know a trans woman who actually impregnated. She had a girlfriend. She was going with a naturally born woman, and she impregnated her girlfriend, and they have a child together.
Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying in some instances I don't believe, and in this instance I don't believe that's a real trans girl. I don't believe it.
Okay. Let me clarify this. Excuse me, Marquise, just so people can understand. Not all male to female transgender women like other men or like gay men or like trade. Right. I have a friend. She had a sex change and she likes women. So y'all just know that. I know a lot of people think, well, she's a trans girl. She should like boys, or she should like trade. She should like men. That's not always the case, y'all. Everybody is different. We're not a monolith. If you talk to each one of us right now on here, all of us have a different type of thing that we like as far as our identity goes. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to catch a load. Some people like to pass the load, you know?
And that's what I was going to say.
Some people like to get flooded.
That's what I was going to say. We really got to be careful. We really got to be careful as Black gay men that we don't exercise our privilege to abuse or abuse trans people. Gender expression, the way you present or identify, has nothing to do with your sexual orientation. The crime in this story is that this person abused their position on their job to impregnate or to have sex with inmates. That's the sin. The issue of whether or not this trans woman who was born male and still has their working parts can be attracted to cisgendered women and impregnate them. I felt like the conversation was getting ready to go to, I think Kyrie said something to the effect of, well, he ain't trans or she isn't trans or something.
No, what I said was, I believe everything you said. I just said, I don't believe that everybody is trans.
I agree with you in that.
That's just me. And I compared it to the woman or to the trans person at that spa that was flashing their genitals to the child. Because
and I'm saying it's not the same. And I'm saying it's not the same thing. I'm saying that what we just did. Hold on, man. Because what we are doing here is we're saying the same thing that they say Black gay men can be more pedophiles. We're doing the same thing.
No.
Okay, well let me. Can I?
I never said that. No, what I said was, I'm going to say what the fuck I said. What I said was, I don't believe that everybody presenting trans is trans. I didn't call nobody no pedophile. No, listen to what I said. Don't hear me to respond. Listen and hear me.
That's not
what I said was, I don't believe everybody presenting. Period.
I didn't say you said
okay. Let me just spread this out just a little bit. Let me just spread this out because Marquise, I think you just let me spread this out just a little bit. Okay. Listen. What was my point?
Breathe.
What was my motherfucking point?
Take a breath. Breathe, mother. Breathe.
Okay. So all of this ABCDE, all that shit, that is a white male gay patriarchal construct. Okay. When you hear all of these letters and you can be whatever you want. I'm not gay. I'm not straight. I'm a tomato. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm an avocado, whatever you want to be. That's a white gay male construct. All of that shit is, okay? So listen, there are people that abuse that. That's what Kyrie is saying. There's countless people that abuse that say, I'm trans. I've seen girls with full beards running around here with wigs on, and you're not trans. And there are real trans women out here being killed and murdered because y'all out here playing dress up. I'm a former transvestite. I took my wig off at the end of the night. I got a privilege that my sisters did not. So I'm just letting y'all know there are people out here that play with the damn system and play with the game.
Yes.
To get in spaces.
That's all I was saying.
To get in spaces where they can do whatever they like.
Can I say something real quick? When I get off the show, see, I put my hat on. And when I get off the show, I'm gonna take my hat off and I'm gonna be me. Shit. Now we gonna move on because it's getting a little touchy.
Yes, no, this is a conversation.
No, this is good conversation.
We need to have this.
We need to have this conversation.
Come on.
Let me clarify.
I've been waiting to have this conversation for a few weeks.
We need to have this conversation.
I've been waiting for us to touch on it.
Let's stay right here. Because what we gonna go to next is Shauna Brooks.
Baby Shauna.
I'm gonna tell you something. I know Shauna Brooks personally. I've talked to Shauna Brooks. We FaceTime. We wasn't doing that. But I think that we need to really have a conversation about this whole gay topic.
We do.
Because again, even gay men don't really fuck with trans women like that. And the same thing with lesbian women. It's a conversation that needs to be had.
Yes.
I've been waiting for us to have a conversation.
And somebody said that you need to have a trans to have this conversation. You always do want somebody in the room that knows about from first person experience. But you also have people on here that are well versed in transsexualism and transgenderism that can keep the concept and keep the conversation nuanced and balanced. You don't necessarily, just because you're talking about ribs, you don't necessarily have to have a world-class chef on to talk about ribs. You know, if you've experienced ribs or ate ribs, you can talk about damn ribs. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Here's the other thing. Just because you have a transgender on here does not mean that they're going to have the same ideology as everybody else and agree to go down that same road. Right. Because I have a godmother who, when she had her reassignment and everything, baby, she does not don't agree with, bitch, if you transform or bitch, if you are a transgender with titties and you still got your piece, she think you still a man or whatever the case may be. And I told her, I said, Mama, I said, here's the thing. I said, I'm gonna let you think the way you think, but I'm gonna think the way I think. But at the end of the day, if they consider themselves a transgender and they go do whatever they do to themselves, you can't say nothing about them because they may not have gone the whole mile like you and had all of the surgery and everything. At the end of the day, they may just have had the top surgery and some facial reassignment and some structures and things. But at the end of the day, you can't say that. But again, some trans women feel if you ain't did what I did, you are not a real woman.
I think.
Wait, Ashley. But my thing was, what I wanted to say was, at the end of the day, if you wanted to be technical and you want to be honest, if you was going out here in these streets like everybody else, they gonna look at you just like they look at that one, and they gonna say them two niggas.
Unless you look like a Maya Scott or somebody like that.
Unless you look like a Maya Scott. But again, everybody does not have that type of money, that type of resources, and some people are just not born with real soft features that makes them easily passable. Because there are some boys, men that are they have very soft features. I don't want to call them feminine, but they have very soft features.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, I'm sorry, I was cutting you off, but brother, go ahead.
It's okay. I've been waiting for this for a couple weeks. This trans stuff, call me transphobic, call me whatever you want, it's too much. I believe they need to create a lane for trans women and trans men because the lines get blurred too much. Just like the swimmer who was in the swim meet that one. Now y'all know she should not be up there standing with them other girls in that swim meet. Everyone knows this.
Well, No, I agree 10,000% with that. Go ahead.
Just like they have a women's basketball team, they need to have a trans basketball team, in my opinion. They need to have a trans jail because the lines get too blurred and people use it to their advantage when they want to. Call me what you want to, but that's what I believe.
No, you're right, because just like that swimmer, he couldn't make it as a dude, so now he come over here and he beat out all the women. And
you don't know that. You don't know that. Hold on.
No. You're not gonna tell what I know because I researched it. I'm not gonna say shit.
The stats don't lie. The stats don't lie.
At the bottom of the list as a male swimmer. When he became a female swimmer, now he is competing. Now he's at the top.
Okay.
You're at the top because you're stronger and you're more.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. So that's one case. That's one example. But just because that is the celebrity example, we can't say. And we can't say that trans people need their own category because the reason why there is an NDA and a WNBA is because women were discriminated against. Women, we could have had a national basketball.
So it's fair that I can just wake up one morning and say, I don't want to play men's basketball anymore. I want to play with the women. That's fair. And then the next day I can switch my mind and say, I want to play with men today. It's not fair. You go with it.
You're right. The reality is you're right. There are people who abuse any system, but it doesn't mean we have to create a whole nother system because of abuse. You just can't do it. I understand your concept. I understand your point. I understand where you get to your point from. But discriminating against those people who live in states that have laws legislating right now against them getting their reassignment, or they already don't have the money to be reassigned. There are so many different reasons why there are different stages of trans people. It's not just because people want to take the hat off or put the wig on when they get ready. Some people are trapped in a lifestyle that doesn't allow them to be who they are. And you're right. We need to bring them to the conversation. Wait a minute,
hold on, because I see somebody in the comment that don't like me, so they found something to say. And Kyrie is misgendering this woman. I didn't mean to do that. I'm very sorry, FLD. If you're trans, I'm sorry. That's not what I ever mean to do. As well as disrespectful. And trans women have certain hormone standards that they have to meet in order to compete. Okay, cool. Maybe they do. However, this swimmer still has male features and is still stronger than the competitors that she competed against.
Right.
And I'm never disrespectful to a trans or anybody. Like I said, FLD, if you're trans, I apologize.
That swimmer was standing up there with a whole dick hanging out his swimming suit, and you want somebody to call you a woman.
Yes.
Okay, yes, so let me smooth this. Wait. Let me smooth this out. I'm here as the LGBTQ Marsha P. Johnson advocate. Okay, so whether your dick is hanging out, whether you have a vagina plant, we're not going to use that as a reason to say someone is less than or more than. You know what I'm saying? So somebody may have a bulging dick and they may want to be considered by female pronouns. We have to respect that. The reason why we cannot go around and have all of these separate entities and transgender basketball teams and transgender this is because there's a little thing called the U.S. Constitution, and the Supreme Court will be packed for years to come with lawsuits. So we have to move with how people are feeling, unfortunately, not how we see them. Does that make sense?
It makes
perfect sense. It's just okay. It's not fair.
Can I say this one other thing? It is a privilege to be cisgender and gay. Because at least when you are cisgender, meaning you represent or you live your life as the gender you were born as. If you are cisgender, that's a privilege because you're not. Well, the point I'm saying is you don't have to worry about laws being passed. They give you the right to exist or not to exist.
No, gay men go through a lot in this country.
I'm not saying you don't. You didn't let me finish my thought.
Let's go ahead and go to Shauna Brooks because I'm going to tell y'all like this. What I do feel like is this. When it comes down to sexuality, it becomes very much so muddy water. Because I can tell you this right here, and I can say this unequivocally and without a shadow of a doubt, that I don't care if you are born, whatever you're born, male or female, a lot of men, whether they admit it or not, can look at another man and be like, damn, he fine, and your dick get hard. Now, does that mean that you're gay? No, you just look at something and it look good to you and it just make your body react. Whether you act on it is a different story. And the same thing, vice versa with females. Now, then there's another aspect when it comes down to trans people. Some people feel like, look, this is not what I'm supposed to be. So I want to be something else. Does that make it right? Does that make it wrong? I can't tell you that. Like I told my godmom, I can't tell you how to feel about the situation. But it's not for me to sit out here and say, well, you need to da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, what I will say to Ashley and Kyrie is this. Now, I think that it's very strange and very weird. Now, this is just me. Because if I happen to have saw it, I would have been like, I promise to God, listen, hold on, let me do this real quick because I need to take care of something. If it was me and I happened to see it, I promise you, this would have been my face. I promise you, I would have been through dance. I would have been like, oh my God. Because if I'm out here at a swim meet and I see, a woman and then you got your genitals, I'm gonna be like, now what in the world is going on? Now I'm a whole gay man. I would have been saying that. But again, I think for some people that when in situations like that, somebody should have pulled that person off to the side and say, hey, I'm gonna need you to do a little better on your presentation. Because again, you're going in the public and you don't want to be scrutinized because of what you got.
But you know what they would have said if you'd have said that? Discrimination. They would have said discrimination had you said that to that person.
I don't think that would have been discrimination because
I'm telling you, somebody would have found what you said offensive. And then they would have said
because we can't say nothing. But I will say to Thais, don't call me the devil's advocate no more. The devil's advocate is right there next to you. All right.
Who?
Marquise. No, I said Marquise is the devil's advocate.
Oh, okay. Listen, I see a lot of people in the comments saying the plane crashed. The plane crashed. No, the plane didn't crash. The plane didn't crash. What you have is 6 different men giving their opinions on a subject matter, okay? A very sensitive subject matter. The fact of the matter is, I don't know if some of y'all wanted us to agree in unison. Oh, they're all crazy. They're all nutcases. Is that what y'all wanted? No, you're not going to get that because you have 6 different thought patterns and 6 different life experiences and 6 different, so many other different things, okay? So, no, the plane never crashed. Maybe you just got tired of the topic because we didn't agree in unison for your thought pattern, but that didn't happen.
And I just say this. I love my trans brothers and sisters. I just believe, like Ashley, that there needs to be a separate division when it comes to sports. That's just me.
So
how do you do that though? Because a lot of times there's not enough transgender.
It's not
participants.
There's a lot of trans athletes out here.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Listen, this is actually going to get worse. This is going to get a little worse. As long as the white gay male power structure continues to create these acronyms and names and identities and how you feel, it's going to get worse. So we don't control this 6 black gay men on here. We don't control this narrative. We're just conversating about it. So y'all need to go up to the GLAAD organization and the HRC and talk to them about it and tell them to land the plane.
Absolutely. King Jobs, this is your platform. The rest of my King brothers, I just want y'all to say, I do take the long way around sometimes to explain where I'm coming from. But if I were given the chance to see how this happens, if I was
the plane was actually in cruise control.
See what I'm trying to say, you all are doing exactly right now. I'm trying to get out a complete thought, and before I can get to my real point, you all start critiquing the road I took to get there. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
I was actually talking about the plane. I was talking about the plane.
Come on. Thais, most of the time you actually pick up where I'm going and you finish the race, and I just be like, great. Because it's not important that I say it. It's important that it's said. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. I am not trying to have my sound bite. It's just the point needs to be there. Everybody has an opportunity or a right to feel how they feel. I understand your premise, but the same thing you all want to do with trans people, I want to do with police and politics. I want to switch some things up. I want to change the culture. I want to adjust radically the system. And you all are asking for the same thing.
I'm a woman.
It's just another context.
I'm a lady.
That's it.
Wait a minute. What?
I'm a woman.
And I would have to respect that. You said
I'm a lady.
I would have to respect it.
Y'all go ahead.
I would have to respect.
My name is Benita Applebaum.
Hey,
think about my context of having to pastor trans people, of having to counsel trans people. Think about Darius's job of having to usher trans people through their healthcare experiences. And
my name is Benita Applebaum. You gotta put me on.
That's fine. I just think they have a separate category when it comes to sports.
That's the same.
My name is Betty Applewhite.
Hold on. That's the same premise, Kyrie, that they said about education in the early 1900s when blacks couldn't go to school with whites. They felt that there was a ontological advantage in the brain between blacks and whites. So they said their schools need to be separate because whites are superior than blacks. Now we're saying men are superior than women, so we need to segregate sports.
Who is we? I've never said that. I just said, where y'all getting these wigs from?
All I'm saying is be careful when you want to create separate lanes or additional lanes for a group of marginalized people, whether that's trans or any other.
Be careful with what?
It is based on discrimination, period.
No, that's not what I'm based on. But if you want to talk about the black and white thing, see, I think differently. I think integration was the worst thing that happened to us. See, I think differently. Segregation was best. What the? Yeah, but integration was the best thing. Was the worst thing that happened to us. But
go ahead. I'm sorry. Let me take it off the camera. Go ahead, brother. My name is Betty Applewhite.
I had to fix
my God. Okay, the Jazz over here looking like. I think y'all do drag on the weekends. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the missionary down here giving Loretta Lynn.
This is She by Sheree.
Yeah.
Okay, Kyrie, be honest. Be honest, Kyrie. Tell me I don't look like Beyonce.
Beyonce Jenkins.
Let me put my Pace Sister curls in like they had on the hold on.
This is my Portia Williams hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna like the Pace Sister in a minute. Hold on.
Okay, listen.
He does. Kiki Jazz was giving a little different decline. I ain't want to say that, but yeah, he was.
There you go. I'm like the Pace Sisters, y'all.
No, you don't. You like Durant.
Somebody told me to sing "Lean on Me."
Mrs. Powell.
Who said that?
I look like when I look like Sean Pace when she went out there and sang, you know.
No, you didn't.
That's how Sean looked. She had her hair all pinned up like this. There you go. I look like Leslie at the funeral.
Yeah.
She did another post.
I didn't say that.
She just did another post.
She did?
Uh-huh.
What she said?
Says there needs to be a grief counseling for people that grieve in the church.
Oh,
girl, they already have that. They already have that, Leslie.
No, she said that they need a team of people assigned to you to be there for you whenever you need them. That's what she said.
Okay, so I don't want to cut you off, Marquise. Let me wait until you finish speaking. Okay, so Leslie is milking whatever moment she has for the 10,000th time. Like, girl, now that she see this is dying off of LaShawn, she needs some more. She needs a little more energy. So now she wants a whole team of people to come sit with her.
Well,
it's over with.
Leslie, if you watching,
big Bertha looking ass, I'm so tired of her. Every time you turn around, she want to be out here crying and carrying on. Shut your
grieve.
ass up.
Now, Leslie, I want to ask you, if you watching, how you gonna block me and they sit over the ones talking? You don't block them.
She blocked you?
Yes.
She always wants some goddamn attention.
I'm like, I
you got all the attention you need at that motherfucking funeral. Up there looking half drunk and dizzy, and with them goddamn Cinderella open-toed shoes you had on, looking like that big ass mop you had on the top of your motherfucking head. You had that big ass flower up there. What the fuck was that?
Yo, don't Darius look like Medea when she was younger?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, girl. Hold on. First of all, Marquise, I look like Kenya Moore. And Robert Thurman, I do not look like Rick James.
You look like a flashback. You look like a flashback of Medea from maybe her early teens.
Not the early teens.
No,
Archie,
you doing a little Randy Watson.
Archie. Go there. Where's Rosa?
Somebody told me you out there. Somebody told me you down there. You up there dating a stud with short silver hair, girl.
Who is?
Why you out here want to talk about you don't like the homosexuals and shit?
I'm still sad that somebody said I'm still sad that LaShawn was cremated. Somebody said he's still sad that LaShawn was cremated. Well, girl,
why would they be saying?
What difference is them? They ain't gonna never see it again. No.
What's wrong with being cremated?
You wanted? I guess they wanted a casket.
Was they gonna pay for it?
Right.
Yeah, you know, caskets are.
Send it to the family and tell them that was your gift to them. You wanted her to have.
Well, it's too late now.
Well, they gonna uncremate Shauna?
Right.
Put her in a mold casket and put her back together again. The fuck no, they didn't burn her up.
It's over with. They cremated Durana, so it's just sometimes you can save money like that.
Yeah, y'all ain't going to the cemetery putting no flowers on them forever, no way. Sure. That's wasting gas and having to go put flowers and stuff. Just put them on the top of the fireplace. I miss you. I love you. You know, it's right there. You know? And it's better for the environment.
Don't lie. Don't ask questions. You already know.
So that is.
Now, don't cremate me. I want a casket. Matter of fact, I want 2 or 3 of them.
Throw my ass in the ocean, honey. Wrap me up in a sheet and throw me over the pier.
I want to be in a chair one funeral.
I said I want to be. Yeah, I want to leave that money for my family.
What casket for?
I want about 3-4 different funerals, honey.
They ain't gonna be in the ground. The casket. They're gonna take the body out the casket, throw it in the ground.
I want to be standing up. I want to be standing up like that dude at the club was.
All right, get out of here with that.
That was some foolishness. That was some crazy shit.
Ooh, that was so spooky.
I want to be in my bishop's chair with my. I want to be in my chair with my crows. You're standing up looking at them.
Hell no.
I won't be there. I won't be there.
My eyes gotta be closed. Hold on, my eyes gotta be closed.
Video.
And we're gonna be right here on Friday nights talking about you.
I want to shout through, honey. I want the little velvet ropes.
I'm like, y'all see that food? Huh? I'm gonna come on the King show. Y'all see that food was propped up?
Put my hand out like this till you do right by me. Put my hand out like that to everybody.
Okay, you go ahead and have them set you up like that.
In the car, she said,
"Fool with me. I'll write it in the wheel so you can't get my money if you follow my wishes." Fool with me. Yeah, surely.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah. Funerals cost too. No.
I'm like this. It costs a whole lot to have a baby, so it ought to cost. Spend some money on me when I go out.
For what?
I want horses, carrots, carriages.
You ain't even gonna be there. So what's all that for?
For the horses, by the way.
You might want to have your funeral before you go. Then
you don't know
you there to see it.
Be there. Who died and came back?
You know, some people can have funerals before. Some people have funerals before they actually die, so they can see it.
Thank you. That's what they did in Coming to America. But I think
I want to type my own eulogy up.
Yeah, you can do that.
I might preach my own funeral and everything.
Oh, you go ahead.
I'm gonna change clothes.
Oh, you Aretha? It's gonna be 10 hours like Aretha.
No, I'm gonna have about 3 different funerals.
Oh, child, you trying to be James?
They had James Cleveland stretched out there like Dracula. I mean, they changed his clothes.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and I want professional mourners. I want them to cry. I want them to cry till they ain't got no more power to weep. Yes, sir.
You go ahead.
I want a big old production.
Now, since you already in the vein of the transgender,
yeah.
We'll talk about this. Shauna Brooks outed Benzino. Now, I actually know Shauna Brooks. She's a great person.
Yeah.
The thing about it is this. A lot of people do a lot of things, and I'm not saying that this is her, but a lot of people do a lot of things to stay relevant.
Yeah.
I don't know what the situation was with Benzino, but I'm going to tell y'all this.
Yeah.
This applies to the gays as it does with trans.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all out here outing folks.
Walk with him, John.
All of this stuff like this. But you better be very fucking careful because they don't care whether you popular or not.
Walk in the garden, John.
Man, bitch, your ass will be strung up, chopped up, all type of shit like that. You gotta be careful when you do this stuff. See, y'all be sitting on the phone with him and carrying on. Yeah. And you out here recording them and carrying on. You out here videotaping it. Look, y'all. Listen, is it that serious to say that you was with Raheem? Is it that serious? Because you're gonna be with another Raheem. You're gonna be with another Michael.
Walk with him, Jives.
Is it that serious for you to be out here to say, "Oh, I fucked Benzino"? Who the fuck is Ben Turtleneck Benzino?
Well, her point was, Jives, she was tired of being the best kept secret.
Kyrie, look, you know what? And me and her talked about this. What I'm saying is, if you're tired of it, find you a man that's gonna love you unconditionally and treat you like the woman that you are. Don't sit out here and just because you had him before and he out here talking to, well, I'm finna sit up, I gotta record. Baby, look here. Baby, everybody ain't rap too tight.
That's what get a lot of girls fucked up.
And will come get you.
Hurt people.
That's what get a lot of the girls hurt.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna get in trouble again. Because here's my thing. Now, Josh, you said find somebody that loves you. I would like to ask her and other trans girls like her that do this, what do you really think about yourself? Because for you to out this man because he's dating a trans and you're a trans, what does that say about your self-thought?
I agree with you, Kyrie.
Oh my God, you agree? Oh my God,
I sure do.
So that's you need to love yourself. And I always say about the gay community, you need to come to a point of loving yourself. And like I said in your comment section, this is a dangerous game you playing. Now, if something was to happen to you, you're gonna want us to put on black, shout, march, and walk up and down the street, protect trans women. Honey, you brought this up yourself.
Absolutely.
And I'll be sitting right here with the Kings, arguing with Thais and Marquise about my thoughts on it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so as the designated,
you're not finna get out here and march for y'all ass, cause y'all sitting out here doing bullshit now. Y'all know the consequences of the fuck shit y'all be doing.
As the designated,
if the man beats you, if he raped you, if he hurt you, then I can understand you outing him.
Right. Oh my God, FLD agree with me.
I'm never gonna agree with violence. I'm never gonna agree with low blows. I'm never gonna agree with doing things out of spite. So I just don't think. I think just there is another way to go about whatever her intention was, other than outing the person.
Leave him alone. That's what she should have done. Leave him alone. Here go the thing. Here go the thing. When I say I'm a missionary, one of the things I first learned about this life, and I'm thankful to my gay mother, the Universal Galactic International State Mother. Yeah. One of the first things she taught me about dealing with these men who have girlfriends and wives and they don't want to be seen in the public with you, baby, if you gonna deal with these type of men, there are some rules that you're gonna have to adhere to. One, because the number one thing is you want to protect your safety, because a heterosexual man or someone who identifies as heterosexual is going to protect his masculinity at all costs.
Absolutely.
And if you're gonna deal with these type of men, understand, don't get with Trey, don't get with baby daddy thinking that he gonna leave his girlfriend or his wife for you. One, whatever time you spend with him, and it's probably in the dark. He probably come around late at night.
Yep.
He ain't gonna never want to be seen with you in the day.
Yep.
He ain't gonna want to be seen nowhere with you in public. He only gonna deal with you in the dark.
I'm glad you put that comment up, Giles. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I totally disagree with it. Because didn't nobody out Bishop Dawkins? Bishop Dawkins outed himself.
He outed himself.
Thank you, Kyle.
She didn't film Benzino. All she did was just tell what they had.
Come on. Okay. Hold on. Y'all said Bishop Dawkins outed himself?
Yes, when he consented to being on a video that he knew he was being recorded. He didn't know what that person was going to
do. Stop the car, Willis. Stop the car. Okay. Let me interject here. See, we're just talking about trans women because we're talking about this Shauna Brooks story. But Shauna Brooks' situation is no different than what gay men do when gay men do it. We do it. Lesbian women do it. That gay boy that was with Pastor Dawkins did it. You saw his tweet. You saw his tweet saying, I took it down, but if y'all want to go to my OnlyFans, it's still up. So this is just a conversation specific to Shauna Brooks, but everybody in the rainbow does a form of it.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a form of it. But you must be clear, because I don't want no one to leave here thinking that my brothers are insensitive when they say they won't march if a trans woman gets killed for outing somebody. What you must understand, to anybody that does it, trans, gay, or lesbian, when you do that, you have people like the guy in Sacramento that everybody found out he had some things to say about black women when the police killed him. And then everybody found out that he said he hated black women. And people was like, we're not going to go march for him. So people have a right to protest if they feel the need to protest, or if the person that died honors who they are as a people. So, just so y'all know, my brothers are not being insensitive when they say they're not going to march. Absolutely. But people have the right to protest where they want to protest. Yeah. So, that being said, I can't come on here and try to act like, my life is any different than Shauna Brooks, because we all have men and guys and dudes that come over and they're really, grimy and shiesty with their time.
But this is my thing with that time.
They call you from block numbers. They call you. The number says unavailable. You don't know where they live. If they did kill you, the police wouldn't even know where the first place to look for them.
Well, now here's the thing: if you're going to mess with them type of men, you need to know how to play your position. You're not going to be his number one. You're not going to be out here on his arm.
And you never was.
And I'm saying this as a gay man, as someone who was one of my playmates in LA. But like, if you ever see me on the street, don't speak. I say, hey, look, I know how to play my position.
Yeah.
And then I end up seeing him and his baby mom in the grocery store, so I knew why. But I am one person that knows how to play their position.
Yeah.
She should know how to play her position, especially you messing with somebody that's a celebrity, quote unquote.
I'm about to agree with Kyrie again.
I said this on my show. I said it on my show. These young girls like Shauna Brooks, Kat Stacks, Kerrion Stephens, they want to be Kim Kardashian. They want to be the next it girl, and they're not. They're not. Absolutely not. You're not going to be Kim Kardashian. Look at the camera. You're not going to be Kim Kardashian. So they feel that once they get in the news cycle, in these 15 minutes is going to propel them to fame, when it's not. It's 15 minutes, and me and Jives and the Kings will be back next Friday with a whole new slew of hot topics. We won't be talking about Shauna Brooks. It's 15 minutes, girl. Period.
Can I tell y'all something real quick? Because I know Shauna, I know how Shauna does things. Shauna did this on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. Shauna knew by doing this, it was going to become a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Shauna Brooks has a Rolodex of celebrity men that she's been with. So just in case something go down again, Shauna can say, "Oh, I was with this one." Boom. So,
but she got to be around to say that.
Well, okay, let me finish saying what I'm saying, and that's this. Shauna Brooks know how to get in the analytics and make that thing go viral about her. In order for you to become a notable person, especially on social media, blog sites and all of these other sites and notable media outlets have to be talking about you. This was basically really to get her name out there. Really. Well, okay. I love my sister, but I don't know what to say about this. Benzino, I mean, he ain't got nothing to lose, but it's something to talk about. He's another celebrity. He's a man. I guess Benzino had some homophobic things to say, and she wanted to sit out here and say, "Well, bitch, I was with you." Boom.
Exactly. So you risking your life? You risking your life to be in the news cycle? Girl.
Exactly. It goes back to what
Shauna, I'm gonna give Shauna because you young. Wait, let me say. Let's talk. Shauna, I know you young, but I'm gonna give you a homework assignment. Look up Eddie Murphy and the trans girl he was with.
My sister Shalimar.
Oh yeah. But I was just saying, it goes back to what Kyrie was saying earlier about self-love. Like, if that's where, as sex positive as I am, I just don't believe in utilizing sex to out somebody, to get back at somebody, to hold it over somebody's head, and use the fact that y'all been together at the most convenient time for you. It goes back to self-love. When you value yourself, and that's why, just because you're celebrity or have money or are well known, it doesn't mean you have a good self-image of yourself. Like, this is not about her trans identity. I'm not anti-trans. I'm the last one that'll be anti-trans. But I am anti doing things to other people that are really a reflection of what you think about yourself. So I just want to reiterate what Kyrie's saying. Her moves shows you that she doesn't really value herself. And then his moves show you that trans people, to a lot of men, are fetishes. They're fetishes. And I think she played her role until it was no longer convenient for her. And now
he handled it. He handled it well, because in that conversation with her, when she kept asking why we can't be together, he said, "You know what this will do?" He said, "They'll look at you. They looking at you already as this one." He said, "But they're gonna see me and be like, you dating another nigga." That's how they look, and that is how the rest of the world will look at him.
Absolutely.
It is
okay, Shauna. And closing, what's her name? Shauna Brooks. And closing, I just want to say this to you, girl. You saw that deal that the Kardashians signed with Hulu, huh? That what you saw? You saw that Hulu deal? That's what you saw? Okay, come close, Shauna. You saw that multi-million-dollar deal the Kardashians signed with Hulu, huh? You're not signing that.
I want y'all to hear this. This is with Shauna Brooks and
Benzino,
Angela,
right? Oh no,
J-Bay's mom.
Minorities coming together. I love you, friend. Don't start. Keep these people out of our business. They don't need to know everything. Bottom line for me is that I think that the lifestyle overall is a highly sexualized lifestyle. Absolutely. And children just do not need to be involved. And that's why I'm calling on my friends like you and Flame Monroe and even my own baby now into starting this movement where we're saying, you know what, hey, it's no hate against the community, but guess what? We're all standing in agreement that we need to do what we have to do, whatever we have to do to protect our children.
It's parental guidance. Can we love our kids and not be ashamed to speak on our kids?
Or stand up and fight for our kids whenever, like.
Oh, wow. So she's an Angela Stanton King, the Axe Show. Okay.
So you're saying that the LGBTQ is a highly sexualized community. That's not, and I was in the comments. That's not true. Everybody that's gay, LGBTQ, is not highly sexualized. Now, Shauna does OnlyFans. Now, she does that. That's her life. That's her lifestyle.
And so she said. So she's sitting there with Angela Stanton King, who was like, against the trans community. One. And okay.
Well, Kyrie, there's an old guard like that thought process from Shauna Brooks, Flame Monroe, and they think of gay people in a certain way in their mind, and they go out to people and outlets that they feel comfortable matching that energy and talking about us, and it's like, girl, you're a part of us, but you don't speak for us. You're not a representative of us, because there are people out there that's going to believe every fucking thing you're saying, and they're going to think it's true about us. But they don't understand these are not representatives of the whole community, because we're not a fucking monolith. So Flame Monroe speaks for her fucking self. Shauna Brooks speaks for her goddamn self.
Absolutely.
And on that note, it is offering time, saints, ain'ts, and friends.
Hallelujah.
Y'all see the cash apps on the screen. We got one more story to talk about, and then we have a question of the night. So listen, if you would, and I know y'all can, it's Good Friday, so be good to the Kings on tonight, okay? And I want Ashley to give his words on this situation, because he looks like he's really over it. And I want
Is it okay?
No, I'm good. The trans stuff is really touchy to me, and I feel a certain way about it. And people always think because I'm a gay man, I shouldn't feel the way I feel.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Not it.
You're entitled to your opinion, brother.
Everybody has their own
way. Let him use you, baby.
Own thought process.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let him use you, honey.
I'm so glad we don't all have to believe the same to occupy the same, space.
Yeah.
I think
you're entitled to your opinion.
Like and
there's a lot of people don't like me, but I press on.
Yeah. Mother, we would have stopped a long time ago. People didn't like us.
Come on, mother. Yes, I like that hell.
A lot of people don't like me, honey. A lot of people hate my guts.
Yeah,
but I press on. I press towards the mark. Listen, y'all, it's offering time. It's offering time. Y'all ain't got to worry about me. Don't worry about giving me nothing. Give what you go give me. Give it to my brothers, okay? So don't worry about mother at all. I promise you. Give my offerings to my brothers, okay? So, Amen. Yeah, give everything you gonna give me, give it to the Kings, because mother's all right. Hey!
Oh, oh, mother look like she just got off of work. Like she just got.
Mother Brown go get the smell of salts.
Mother Brown go back there and get my damn 2 thighs.
So whatever y'all gonna give me, give it to the Kings, because mother is all right. Honey. The anniversary was today, and baby, the kids laid mother to bed. Okay, so King Jives, Marquise, my brother Darius, Kyrie and Ashley, y'all, their cash apps are listed, and it's a right time right now because we've been on for 2 hours exactly, and we may have another 15, 20 minutes to go. So make sure you give right now. We shouldn't have to beg. It should be a simple offering, and the cash apps will just start ringing, okay? You know what I'm saying? And King Jives has brought this platform for us for about 3 years now, 4 years.
It goes up.
And y'all say it's the highlight of y'all Fridays. You know, it's tax season, tax refunds are jumping off. You know what I'm saying? And we have a Kings in every city. Marquise is over in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? And Darius is in St. Pete.
Amen.
Kyrie is in Cincinnati. Ashley's over there in Chicago. And our brother's in Tampa. This is an international show. Domestic show.
And you in Los Angeles.
And I'm in Los Angeles by way of Nappy Coochie, Mississippi.
God Almighty.
You know, that's not too far from Funky Coochie, Alabama. Okay. So please, y'all, donate to my brothers. And also, as I said, whatever you have for me, please just donate it to my brothers on tonight, okay? Thank y'all so much.
Amen. Amen.
I also want to add to this, and that is, listen, you all, as we keep producing these shows and stuff like that, you love us, you support us. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep liking the videos. Keep sharing the videos. Keep sharing the content, because we're not going to stop, okay? At the end of the day, there are a lot of great things that we're doing here on Job Nation, on the Fire Burning, Ty Squad, Spill, Kyrie. Ashley's coming out with his new show now. Congratulations to our brother Ashley. Marquis, Moist Mondays with Marquis.
Moist Mondays? What?
Y'all
saturated
know Mondays.
Mondays, baby.
Moist Monday? What? No.
Oh, they said they can't see. They said they can't.
Cash out names.
Yeah, they said the cash app's not clear.
It's just Mondays with Marquis.
All y'all got
Mondays with Marquis.
They go Ashley with his sparkly glasses.
Ashley,
Missionary Marquis.
Pussy, don't fail me now.
Darius.
Pussy, don't fail me down.
Hey.
Now that's Jello Reese.
Pussy, don't fail me now.
Thank you.
I don't need nothing. Don't worry about me. I don't need nothing.
Ooh. Thank you, Shelly.
Don't worry about me, y'all. Don't y'all worry about mother. Give it to the other kings.
Thank you, Quincy.
Somebody said they can't breathe and eat their inhaler.
Thank you, Shelly.
Listen, now listen, I don't know how y'all gonna feel in these comments, but after me and Thais get through with this next section, y'all better have them cash outs, cause baby, let me tell you something. What's about to happen? What's about to happen in this next section, baby? Y'all better, cause honey, listen, can't nobody read like me and Thais.
Baby, listen.
Cause I'm gonna tell you something. My brother was real nice yesterday. Real nice. And I was just about to pop on, just to go off. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. While the offerings are still coming in,
Bless the Lord.
Let me tell you something. I listen to Funky Geneva. I listen to everybody who has something to say about this raggedy bitch. Oh, you know what? I done skipped over something.
Oh, if it's need be, we can carry it over to next week.
Thank you, Shelly.
He said I weigh 400 pounds.
No, he said 500.
He said I weigh 400 pounds. Then he said I weigh 500 pounds. Then he said it looked like I stink.
Yeah, he did. I heard that. I wanted to jump through my phone like Blue's Clues. I wanted to skadoo.
He said it looked like I stink.
First of all, what I want to say about this duck mouth, squad face looking raggedy ass bitch is this: you got the audacity, bitch, in the mitigated gall looking up here looking like Blue's Clues, bitch, with this goddamn Mac dollar store Walgreens ass fucking makeup on. Bitch, you got.
I didn't want to get my page shut down.
Right.
Oh, thank you, Lamar. I didn't want to get my page shut down because I would have sent him into a depression. He would have been on. When I finished with his ass, he would have been on Prozac.
About no goddamn Andrew Caldwell, because this ain't no motherfucking, we ain't harassing, because that psycho ass bitch sit his ass over there on his fucking page and talk about people all day long. What he did on All Black, that bullshit you did on All Black was unfucking necessary.
It sure was.
You talked about Natalie like she was a fucking, you called her a prostitute and a whore, you stank ass bitch. Bitch, when you was just out here whoring your raggedy ass old stinking pussy to the bishops in the church. So who a fucking whore now, bitch?
Jabs.
Jesus is
I'm glad God's handling it, because if I would have finished his ass, he would have been on antidepressants.
Finish him.
I'm sick of this bitch. Because
I'm tired of her too.
Here she go. She's talking about, oh, fuck it, Neva. You out here bumping crack. You bumping crack. You got AIDS. Just said some little boy had AIDS. Bitch, when was the last time you checked your monkey ass pussy?
He ain't got none because ain't nobody touched him. He ain't got none because anybody touched him.
Right.
You'll be surprised.
I've been renewed. Bitch,
you'll be surprised, Marquise.
Because ain't nobody touching you, bitch.
I would be surprised, Darius. I mean, very surprised. I mean, utterly surprised.
Why are y'all letting him get to y'all?
Let me tell you something. I just like reading this bitch. That's all. I like
he look like he gives shitty deals.
I feel sorry for him.
He look like he gives shitty deals.
You feel sorry for everybody.
No, I mean I do, but Andrew is a special sort of
I thought he made a fool of himself, especially when he did that live.
No, Giles, hold on. I am not saying that he does not deserve any of what you're giving him. I'm just saying it's not funny to me. It's just downright sad. Like after a while, the laughs just they just ain't it. It's just not funny to me.
But why real? He is living proof that God has a sense of humor.
I can't believe people still take him serious.
My point.
That's it. Yeah, that's like I don't know. This is the longest 15 minutes, Ashley, that I have ever seen in my fucking life.
This is right.
And a lot of people are just addicted to the train wreck. I think they're just addicted to every time he goes live, it's a train wreck.
So might I add to that what Ashley and Thais just said? You know the sad, and I'll say this to you, Marquise, and that is this. You know the sad part about this whole situation is that platforms put him on there and he looks a fucking fool. He got on all black and got on there and looked a fucking fool. But they're not sitting out there, baby. They probably gave what $2,000-$3,000 to bring his stupid ass on there, and he talked all that bullshit, and you talked all that shit, bitch, just to possibly be sued.
Yeah.
That
you go on all these platforms with nothing legitimate to say, but sitting out here keep talking shit about people. And bitch, I'm gonna tell you like this, bitch, you gonna run the fuck up one of these days, cause bitch, you got past me at convocation, but you gonna run past one of these days, and you gonna get yoked in your thought.
Andrew just reminded me of Celie off The Color Purple.
Oh no, I ain't gonna give him that designation.
But he loves talking. That's what I'm saying. He loves the attention. He's not a fighter.
He make me feel like this hat.
He's not a fighter. But I saw I'll wait till we get on that.
And you know what I don't understand about because a lot of his supporters are black women. The stuff that he said about what's the bad boys, the bad bottoms, the LA producer, Natalie, the stuff he said about her, the stuff, I mean, the girls show who he was just on, the way he talked to her. Now we sitting up there laughing, but if you are a woman or a black woman, I don't see how you could support that.
Because see, here's the thing with black women, and everybody know black women are my favorite thing, are my favorite creatures. Don't shoot me. Black women will give gay men a pass, where straight black men, they'll kill them, they'll hang them. Because here's the thing. All these black women running around here telling them protect black women when it came to a comedian telling a harmless joke. But then these same black women want to scream, Darius didn't do nothing wrong. Darius put this woman's information with her husband, her children, their names and addresses on the internet, World Wide Web, and then they defend Darius. Had Kevin Samuels did that, had he put any of them women that come on his show information acting like that, these black women will be in an uproar. Black women gave me, and I'm saying this gay men, give gay men a pass because they don't give straight black men. Why the hell don't you give feedback?
My issue with Andrew Caldwell is if he was just still on the whole I'm delivered thing and just making us laugh going live, I would probably just keep scrolling and not even give him the time of day like I do most of the time now. But what relevance does Andrew Caldwell have to speak into the Darius Cook story anyway? Like,
no, but I will say this:
he's looking for
make
stuff.
himself relevant.
Yeah.
It post this stuff. You get all these little Instagram people that post this foolishness and carrying on because to some of them it's funny. You know what I'm saying? To some of them it's funny, but the things that he says, it's nonsense because in the real world, real talk, in the real world, he would get his ass whooped.
Oh, baby.
Like real talk. You come around here to North Tampa. Yeah. Come around here on Hillsboro and say that bullshit. You're gonna get your ass beat the fuck up like the little boy did at the nail shop. You don't keep talking shit like that.
That poor baby.
See, you don't keep talking shit like that to people and don't nobody lay hands on you. See, bitch, we're gonna lay hands on you and baptize you in the name of Jesus, the Father, Son, and the beat down of the Holy Ghost.
As long as somebody will buy a ticket, there will always
be. CC, you said that. Who protects black women from black women? Oh, wow. Now that's the thing. Now that's
a lot of them women that follow Darius Cooks for whatever reason, they're mesmerizing and lusting after Darius, because a lot of them do. So it's the same phenomenon with women and pastors. They lust after these men, and no matter what he does, no matter what the I-team uncovers, they still gonna follow him.
We hate to disappoint y'all, ladies.
He's gay. But here's the thing with him and Andrew, like Josh said, that's not Andrew's fight. Andrew, that ain't his fight. He's trying to be relevant. But somebody been talking to Andrew, and I ain't talking about nothing I done read in the papers or on the news. I'm gonna tell you what I know factual firsthand. Andrew wasn't far off of what he was saying. It's a whole lot of shit that y'all don't know about Darius, but y'all love following him and defending him. But that's been a stunt queen for long. Everybody talks about for 10 years. Darius been a stunt queen a lot longer than that. And anybody who lives in Chicago, Illinois, that was back in between 2010 and 2015 know what I'm talking about.
Right. But and you're right. I believe you. I said this when we was talking about Andrew on Bad Boys. I was like, well, maybe it really did experience something that made him. You know, I was, and y'all wrote me off as just being doing that.
Andrew's a nugget. No. I'm not defending Andrew. I'm just saying he knew what he was talking about when he was talking to Darius. Right. No, that's what I'm saying.
Well, Callie, why don't you do a expose, honey? Honey, you would probably get like 1,000 followers or 2,000 followers. Do an expose. Tell us tonight. Give us an exclusive. What do you know about Darius Crooks?
Well. I would if the people agree to come on the show, because like I made a post the other day. It was full of shade, and I talked about if I had a dinner for $300, blah 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 blah. And I was shade. Some of the people that know that's a part of what I'm talking about made comments in there. I'm gonna say he's a stunt queen. That's it. He's a real live stunt queen. How he got to New York. He took people's money from Chicago. He used to have here's one story. So in the beginning, he had a pie shop. He shut that down just like he did those other restaurants, just abruptly. So then he started doing online groceries. So at that time, I was having some financial difficulties. So I was on EBT. So I tried to get in to get some groceries. I'm gonna support you since I know you. But he wouldn't take the EBT. That I don't take that. Blah 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 blah. So okay, it's only debit card. Fine. So people ordering groceries about 3 or 4 months. Then Darius just disappeared. So his roommate is a very good friend of mine. So he calls me like, "You seen Darius?" I said, "No, what you mean?" He said, "I ain't seen Darius about a week." I said, I said, "No." So he did. It was like Darius just disappeared. Nobody's getting their groceries. 2 months after that, here comes, I'm going to say his name. Somebody else that's a good friend of his came and knocked on my friend's door, said, "Hey, I'm here to pick up Darius' stuff." What you mean pick up his stuff? He said, well, you had to talk to him about that. Honey, Darius took the money that he made from those groceries and punched it to New York. That's how he got there. Nobody else got the groceries. Nobody got, and then he left my friend.
Let me tell you something.
Lip burning.
Now,
That's an exclusive. That's an exclusive.
I'm gonna give you this for free, Kyrie. I'm gonna give you this for free. See, now what you need, instead of doing interviews and all this other stuff like that, give straight talk of the shit you know about people, and just don't pause, don't freeze, don't flinch. This that I know about so and so. Date, time, receipts. Because what people need to know now, if these folks is fucked up and fucking with people and carrying on, give them that. I promise you, people come follow you because you know the shit. You know what the fuck you talking about. And I promise you, just like I sit out here and read motherfucking Andrew, because I know his round, poly ass, bitch, I promise you, them motherfuckers will come right over there because they follow Darius Cooks and they'll come right to your page because you know some shit too.
But they don't believe it. They don't believe it.
Yeah, that's what I am.
And here's another one. So like I said, I was having financial difficulties at the time. This how I even got hooked up. So I called him to ask him if I could come. I was desperate. If I can come work at his pie shop. He said, "Yeah, cool." So I get there. It's this dude. I'll call his name. So he says, "You're new?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Darius just happened." He said, "Well, I don't know how he's gonna pay you." He don't know how he's gonna pay you because he hasn't paid me in 2 months. And I said, "What you mean?" He said, "I haven't gotten paid." So we working. I worked for Darius for 2 weeks. And like I said, abruptly, the pie shop just closed. We go to work one morning, closed. He didn't give us no warning, nothing. The shit was closed. So I never got them 2 weeks of pay, and Jarvis never got his 2 months or whatever it was pay. So he been not paying his employees. This being, like I said, I got stories, baby.
Wow.
And I ain't talking about nothing I done read, nothing I done got secondhand.
I mean, you sitting on a gold mine.
He is, and I ain't even trying to be funny.
Baby,
Kyrie, I got an assignment for you, Kyrie.
You got a personal account.
I got an assignment.
Kyrie, I'm
Baby,
gonna do another
Next
flyer
week,
for free. I'm gonna do
live.
Show too, Kyrie.
Do straight. You can record yourself. Do 4 shows next week. And if you want to just talk a whole hour, cut that motherfucker in half, put 30 minutes here, label that, put it over there, and watch them numbers grow. Take another one, put it there on Wednesday or something, watch the numbers grow. I promise you.
But you sit on a motherfucking gold mine. I wish I would. I wish I would. I wish I would have that inside information. I would chop that shit. It would be a whole 1 night, 2 night, part 3, part 4, part 5.
When I had all this information about Don Juan Cannoli Juanny DeBino, honey, listen here, that's how I grew my shit.
Andrew Caldwell calling you, Kyrie. Answer the phone. So it's not funny when I joke about Andrew Caldwell. Oh, okay. I see what.
Tell him you don't have no extra baby wipes. Tell him you don't have no extra baby wipes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, my lips.
All right, let's go ahead and throw this young retardo in here. Kerrion got locked up.
My baby.
Ooh, the shit I want to say about this right here. Ooh, it's not gonna be appropriate.
I need a bail bondsman to go get.
So, Marquise, we know you ain't talking about because we see your text messages.
Oh, that's my That's my cash app. Sorry, I just pressed the button.
Hey, baby, you all know too much. How you gonna get about? He ain't got no bone.
Did John PT come?
God work a miracle.
John P. said he know nothing about this bullshit.
God gonna work a miracle.
First of all, I do think that I do think that people are exploiting this situation. If you're not gonna do nothing about it, shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere. I think I do. I can't say I think that there's more to it. I just think that with this situation, it is so touchy, and I think this is just me. I think people are really egging to get more out of Kerrion than what they're really letting on, and getting that information is not going to be beneficial in a good way. And trying to get these numbers for the sake of whatever, and I'm telling y'all like this, being a blogger, whatever the case may be, some of this shit just really is not, it's really not worth it. It's finding out whatever these folks trying to find out about Kerrion and his backstory problems and carrying on. Baby, I promise y'all, this stuff, getting some tea is not worth divulging. Some tea is not worth it. It's not. If I told y'all really what the fuck happened with Dwayne Dawkins, it probably wouldn't be good for me, but it probably would get me good numbers. But some shit is just not worth it at the end of the day. But hey, I'm just King Jives.
I think
that's what I'm talking about.
His next court date is April 21st. LAX court.
That's coming up.
Yes, next Thursday.
You gonna be live, Mother?
Oh yeah, I got all week coverage. Honey. I'm gonna be in front of the courthouse.
I'll watch you more than cable, honey. I'm gonna be right there.
Yeah. Because it's kind of fucked up. Like Jives is saying, people are exploiting the situation, saying they're gonna do shit just to get the tea, and then when they get the tea, report the tea, and then come back and say they're gonna do some more shit, get some more tea, and it's like it's fucked up. Y'all know y'all ain't even do shit for that boy.
Yeah, he shouldn't be talking to anybody but an attorney. I don't know why he's talking.
Exactly.
That's not even smart. And then then to go on and if you're helping him to go on and disclose the help that you've been giving him for your own personal gain, that's wrong.
So you got the likes and views.
I mean, the thing about it is this right here, y'all. Like, Larry got out here and said, "Oh, his case is connected to a woman who was murdered, who had his car, whatever, however they said it." And that stuff was in his Patreon. You're out here putting that information out. Now all the blog sites got it because you said it.
Yeah. That's where it originated from.
You said, then you come back. Oh well, it wasn't. It was the woman. She wasn't connected to the. He did. Man. Oh God.
It's sad.
Some things just ain't right. Sad. Just ain't right.
Sometimes we just got to be very strategic to the things that we say. We got to be very careful to what we say.
Do we think that he's that vulnerable that he feels that Larry's really in his corner?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
Because he talked to him. I think so.
Because, I mean, you're not going to be talking to somebody now unless you felt comfortable talking to him.
Larry said that he pays for his counseling. And he's been going to counseling for. I was like, why are you paying for his counseling?
Why are you paying for his
Why are you paying for his counseling? And then on top of that, why are you discussing his counseling?
Right.
Yeah, if you're paying for it, so many people do stuff for people and you'll never know about it.
I'm talking to Kerrion, and I had a conversation with Kerrion. That's not for the public to know. Let me just go out here and say this shit, because I know folks already say I don't like Larry. It ain't that I don't like Larry. I don't have no problems, but some of this shit is just fucking stupid.
Nah, but you talking to his
boy, and then you want the public to know that you talking to him. Oh shit,
guys,
that's not right. That shit's not right.
I agree. I just want to take a moment to celebrate those of you, King Jives and Thais, and anybody, I know Kyrie and Darius, that blog about current events and headlines. And that's the very reason why I stay away from it, is because you all walk such a very high moral line when you choose to refrain from, doing what Larry Reed is doing in this Kerrion situation. So I just want to say that I'm pleased to know y'all, humbled to know y'all, because most people would be after the dime. It don't matter what the collateral damage is, I want the dime. But you all don't do that. You all remain integral even in your reporting, and what comes to you comes to you, but you're not going to make someone's situation worse by their situation in the name of blogging or journalism.
Marquise, let me
I
say
appreciate
this.
that.
It ain't that serious.
Right. Baby, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. I can tell you right now, if I told you really what's going on with Kerrion and I did a whole expose on that, I have a whole lot of numbers. But I promise you, on the back end, it's going to fuck me up.
And this is the reason why you're where you are, though, Jives, because you don't release information that would be detrimental to them. Yes, to you as well, but you don't want to make nobody else's life a living hell. And you have, not just in this Kerrion situation, with several stories that you've covered on this blog. You have said, I know more than what I'm saying, and you have exercised discipline in holding back and not further exploiting someone's, even when they crazy, situation, So I just wanted to say I celebrate it. I really do. I my hats are off to those of you bloggers who have not drank the Kool-Aid and who maintain your personal dignity, but also, do what you got to do as journalists. I appreciate it.
Well, you got to go to bed. I tell people all the time, go fuck. I've only been blogging for a few years. Guy's been in the game a long time, but you do have to go to bed at night and put your head on that motherfucking pillow. Absolutely. So a lot of people don't understand that, honey. At the end of the day, the shit you done put out, you think about that shit at nighttime when should I have did that way? Could I cover that different? Should I have said that? I mean, with the Kerrion Franklin story, I came out and said it. Like, I wonder, is Larry Reed grooming, or that's a bad word, Taze, buttering this boy up for an interview for something that everybody's been saying for a while? If y'all follow me.
Right. And I think Kerrion represents a gateway into larger stories for people.
Yeah, is that his? Yeah.
Yeah, think about the offline conversations that he more than likely has had with Kerrion, the things that Kerrion may have disclosed to Larry in confidence.
Exactly.
But
he'll tell it on Patreon.
Larry, if you watch Larry gets off on getting information and I talked that one. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. It's a lot of things that I do know. And everything is not worth talking about. That's why I don't understand why they so motherfucking scared of me, but y'all take y'all ass over to Larry and watch Larry and be over there cash apping the fuck out of that nigga over there. Again, I ain't got no issue. I'm just saying. But then y'all act like y'all scared to come talk to me. Oh, I'm the big messy queen, but y'all just
never mind.
Is it because I think here it is? This is me. The further comments are that of Marquise and no one else.
Amen.
Jazz, you do it honestly. You do it with integrity. You don't hold your own skeletons in the closet while trying to expose other people's. I don't know Larry Reed, but I know somebody that's got a whole lot of stuff to hide when I see one. Okay? I ain't been this way all my life. I ain't been free and living in truth and telling all my business all my life. I know what it is to keep a secret. And if I know anything, I know somebody that's got a secret. And Larry blogs because as long as the finger is pointed at everybody else, he ain't got to deal with his own stuff unless it's going to make him a buck. And then he's going to control the narrative so that you only get the information or the version of the story that he wants you to have. But when you are committed to integrity, both in living in private and in your public show up, you just got lines you can't cross.
Well, here's the thing to add to that, Marquise. Yeah, people do things because they can control the narrative. At the same time, it's like, I'm going to say certain things and put it out there. So if something comes out, I already told you about it.
Thank you.
But the end of it is this right here. I don't care whether it's Church of God in Christ. I don't care whether it is whoever else. See, because there's a lot of these people. If I really, I'm gonna say it like this. There's a lot of stuff I know about Juanita Bynum that I could have been millions of followers and views had I had to just put all that shit out there. Had I had a really video out there that I had told y'all I had I had to put that shit out there, bitch, I would have been millions. Bitch, fuck TMZ, King Giants around this bitch. Had I had did I lie to y'all motherfuckers when I told y'all her godmama was a nasty ass hoe? When I told you that, bitch, I showed y'all what the fuck was going on.
Oh,
now, don't get me wrong. Now I got in trouble for that shit, and when I say I got in trouble, like people talk crazy about me, but what she did was fucking wrong. She used her nasty ass pictures trying to get a man locked up, and I showed the world what her nasty ass was out here doing, and I kept my word and my promise on that bullshit. Now it's some stuff, like I always say, it's just not worth it. I could be just as nasty and gutter as William McRae, but some stuff just ain't fucking worth it.
That's just ridiculous the way he is.
Karma is a bitch.
But to be nasty for no reason,
And the people that follow those people don't really respect them. They're just going after the information.
They like the tea.
William McRae is almost like a Kaya. Like he makes.
That's a perfect example. That's the perfect example.
Karma, like I said, karma is a bitch, and sometimes it shows up in the way you look.
I don't want people
excuse me.
I don't want people to take this live and be like running back over there to Larry, like, oh, Larry, they over there dragging you.
They're going to
actually talking about.
They are, baby.
Just like that. That's like the whole mess with Leslie Pace started because some messy queen took Ty's post and sent it to her.
They are. It's haters in the audience.
I tell you what, me and Larry can have this very same damn conversation right now. I don't have a problem.
He can come on the show.
He may not like what I do, and I may not like some of the things he do. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. People don't like certain people, and they want to keep up mess. And what I always tell people in them fucking comments, bitch, you bring your ass over here, bring your ass on your fucking page. Because if you don't like me, show your fucking face so I can tell you how the fuck I feel about you since you a fucking nobody. But don't try to pin me up against somebody and we two know each other. Because what you fail to realize is I got that motherfucker's number and he got my goddamn number. He feels some type of way about me. He know what the fuck to say. He know the number to dial. Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
But see, when he come over here, though, he can't control the narrative. People like that don't show up on platforms like this, Jives, because we don't got two lives. We don't have no persona and then no private struggle. So they ain't coming over here because we're gonna out them. And I think Larry utilizes his he rides the line. Even in
I'll tell you like this, with that situation with him, he painted a picture. Okay. Let me say that this was some years ago. Let me just say that. The reason why my numbers were where they were was because during that time, with all that foolishness that was going on, they painted a picture about myself and even William McCray. Now, mind you, William McCray is a hateful ass bitch. He is.
Oh, wow.
But painting a picture about me, like I feel like I want something from you, I hate you, I want to be you, and then throwing my mom in there, and then first of all, you're going to incite some rage in me anyways, but it made a lot of people leave my platform to go to his platform. So that's the reason why these people numbers be jumping, because people think a certain way about you because somebody plays the victim card. But that's okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. How you get to the top determines how long you stay at the top.
Yeah.
It definitely influences how you come down from the top.
Okay.
Well, I just hope that Kerrion gets. I just hope that Kerrion has good legal representation and that he needs somebody like Pam. He needs somebody of that caliber, somebody that can advise him. Stop
but he
talking.
said on Larry's show, he said, I need a lawyer. He said, I need an attorney.
Stop. Why you getting counseling? Why you won't send him a lawyer?
My lawyer, and then turned around and said, I need a lawyer. Niece, what is it?
He probably got a public defender.
Now that's what he got.
That's horrible.
Jesus, I know that's horrible.
And his dad. I just say what I think. His dad is so old school. He like, I don't wash my hands up. I ain't got nothing to say. Cause Kirk said a word.
Okay, so Reginald Bates says, be safe and keep your comments within. It doesn't help the total internet space. We all have misspoke. And put things out of the way we expect. Land the plane out.
I love you all.
Daughter God, what you trying to say?
Land the plane.
Well, if he don't feel that, if he feels like we're polluting the space or something, why did he even bother to come here? Why are you still watching?
Larry hates the gospel artist because he's not one.
Oh, y'all are mad.
That's messy. No one on this platform said that.
That was funny.
I hope these people, because they love a good beef. I hope these people don't take this conversation and turn it into something else.
It's probably already over there.
Yeah,
you got these haters with these.
But neither one in California. Okay, that's what he said, Pam. He need a lawyer in California.
You got these haters in the comments. They love. They don't want to set me up with Leslie Pace. They set me up.
And she blocked me, but not Tay. That's what's so funny to me.
I don't know. I don't think I'm blocked either, Kyrie. But I won't in that one. I was I was in Thais's Amen corner though, so I was fair game.
On her page, and then when I went on my other page and I went right to her page, I said, "Wow, okay." But she read what I said in the comments. I mean, I spoke my.
She caused all that commotion and then took the post down. Girl, what was all that for?
I spoke the truth. You were everything you said was geared towards that woman. Period. And I'm not gonna take that back. You made that page, and then gonna say, "Well, we had a lot of friends that were supposed to come, and then come." Ma'am, nobody gave a damn about the lot of friends. Everybody wanted to see one person, and that person
Instagram private.
And that person did come. So, girl, you felt some type of way.
She made her Instagram private.
Yeah.
Oh, she did?
It wasn't private before because I was following all her posts the whole time. The sister, the whole during the service and everything. So,
girl, your life is not even exciting enough to be private, girl.
And you know what? I may be wrong for saying this. I know I'm probably wrong for saying this, but I promise you, Leslie, your life ain't gonna be shit without your motherfucking sisters that are gone on to be with the Lord. Girl, you gonna be out here hoping and praying that somebody pick your big ass up.
Ow, it hurt, Jazz. Jazz, it hurt.
Why is it private? I mean, what do? You go to Disneyland? Why is it private?
Out here working.
She just posted that she just posted that the church needs a
wig on top of your fuck ass head.
She just posted that the church needs a bereavement team at the church.
Amen.
Girl, they have one already, girl. They just sick of you.
Saints and friends, we done with the show tonight. If y'all have not given, please make sure y'all get that cash app. If I end up going off on this bitch one more time, Ashley finna get ready to hit it.
Baby, I must have Ashley go to bed. Ashley, like, good night.
Baby, listen, this is the longest Ashley ever been on here.
It is, baby. Our brother usually punches it. Well, gotta do.
Got my envelope, baby.
Yeah,
the question of the night, we've already took care of that. So it is what it is, y'all. Listen, we've been on here 3 hours almost. If you have enjoyed the show, please make sure y'all hit that cash app. Make sure y'all contribute to the show. It's been very beneficial. This has been a great show. Oh, excuse me. Last week's show was really good too. I was in West Palm, but last week was really good too. Y'all, we have great conversations over here. We're not trying to be the it factor, but we can't help that we are. Okay? Praise God.
Somebody said they wanted Karen, they wanted a Hollywood funeral. Oh wow.
They wanted Hollywood. Well, they had it. I mean, the paintings and stuff they had.
That was a beautiful funeral.
Yeah,
I liked it. The flowers I liked it. The flowers was pretty.
Was it Hollywood though?
No.
Right.
It was
nice.
Atlanta wood.
But it was Hollywood.
It was nigga wood.
But it was real. There was some moments where you saw God for real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, great funeral.
I don't know. That's all that matters. Because Melanda, honey, that thing that now Melanda could have said that the rest of that stuff she said, but when Melanda sung, baby, I still can't get that out of my head. A Wealthy Place, baby, Melanda sung that because that
must be your favorite song because she didn't do all that hot to me.
What?
I mean, she was okay.
Melanda could have saved all that damn preaching and song.
Maybe that. She was. I like Kerrion. I like
walked off that stage, baby. It was some grease that just flowed right then and there.
You know, you can slip on somebody. You could slip on somebody else's grease and just kind of whoop. That was nice.
But Kerrion touched me. I love that.
Yeah, Kerrion was good.
But then again, that's my favorite Sean Pace song, so that's probably why. And Kerrion can really, really, really sing.
My favorite Sean Pace song is Just Because God Said It. That's enough for me.
Oh
yeah. I used to like to hear her sing that live.
Leslie, if you watching, I know you watching, Leslie. I ain't got nothing against you, girl. I wasn't trying to make your grieving worse, Leslie. I ain't got nothing against you, Leslie.
Come on, CCB. CCB need to be our official comment person because she be on it. People criticize
Leslie
funeral, but have to set up GoFundMe's.
Leslie, can you come on the show next Friday, Leslie? Can you come on the show next Friday, Leslie? We'll let you sing.
Leslie don't like y'all. She's not coming.
I ain't did nothing to her motherfucking ass.
She don't like you in jives.
I don't know.
I ain't did nothing to her motherfucking ass. Shit.
I don't know.
But you know what? That's why I came for Leslie because I said just like this. Don't come for my fucking what you wanted to say to Thais. That was for me. Bring that over here.
Shut up, Pam. Wait a minute, John. Is that what Larry did for real?
What happened?
What she said? What?
She said Larry was shady when he started getting his followers. He told Jives and Will McCray that he was doing a panel with them, which made both sides of followers go to him.
Absolutely. That's what happened.
Oh, wow.
That's why William McCray and myself was so pissed because they got all of our folks to go over there and then they start talking shit about us. That happened for real.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's
These
real,
girls are treacherous.
That's real life.
Oh, these girls are treacherous.
That's a stunt queen move. Oh,
Baby, that's straight out of Dynasty, honey. Not the new one, the old one.
Oh,
We was pissed.
That's a Lexus move, honey.
And then you turn, you know what? I ain't gonna walk in this door.
Well, you know, sometimes God, that's why I'm about to say, sometimes God let the door shut because the person that opened the door gonna take the credit. So, you know, God just let you keep on walking down the hallway a little longer until you get to that other door.
Is that what we going with? Yeah, you love being the devil's advocate. Is that what we going with?
That ain't no devil's advocate. I'm a brother's advocate. I'm saying good for Larry. They got a couple followers off, but what have you know, some doors just ain't for you.
But you know
what? It's Thais doing an after show. I'm not doing no damn after show.
Y'all not see Thais in the damn thing.
I'm not doing no motherfucking after show. I'm tired.
We go through this every week. Try to get
no, for real. Let me explain something to y'all. Y'all got to realize I'm on 4-5 times a day.
We know.
Shit, I'm tired. I need some rest.
Just as sure as Ashley on the way out the door, Thais is getting ready to go.
Where Ashley going? Where you going, Ashley?
You know, at that time, he shut down shop.
You got a what?
What'd you say?
Where you headed to?
I gotta go film.
Oh, film. Oh, okay.
Yes, he gotta go work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought you was on your way down to Club Escape.
Yeah, right.
I'm about to say, hey, all right.
I have a topic that we didn't talk about, y'all. I have a topic we didn't talk about, and that is, and everybody's talking about it. They giving these damn stars away now on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It is a damn shame.
Oh yeah.
Who getting one now?
Girl, they gave DJ Khaled a motherfucking star.
For what?
They gave Ashanti. They gave Ashanti. Oh well. Let me stop.
You can buy your own star now.
Wait,
they gave Ashanti a star,
and she earned it.
I guarantee she bought it.
She earned it. She ain't buy it.
What she do to earn it? What she do to earn it?
She earned it.
What did she do?
Ashanti got like 2 albums out.
She's had like several. She's got like 5 or 6 actually.
Okay, that one album, The Declaration, it went double aluminum foil.
Look, y'all can say what y'all want. You cannot discount the fact the woman got a star.
Yeah, I was saying.
Okay, but I'm just talking about what the fuck did she do to get a motherfucking star? What did DJ Khaled do to get a damn star?
Favor ain't fair, Thais.
It's so many soul singers that don't have no damn star. Phyllis Hyman ain't got no star. Shit.
Baby. I want to know what Ashanti did to get a star. You said
Darius, just tell us, brother. Just pretend like you're in court right now. Why do Ashanti deserve a star?
You said she earned it. So I want to know.
She earned it. Mama has had a very successful career. I know some people want to say that she hasn't, but she has. She's been successful not only in music, and she's done some acting. She has been a champion for several causes. Now, regardless of what people gonna say, what people want to say, and I know everybody has their critics, and I know she certainly has hers. But you can't say that she didn't earn that. Now you can say she didn't earn it. I'll take that back.
Well, they need to give Vicky. They should give. They should give Vicky Winans a start in. Shit. Oh, I forgot we got Vicky Winans fans in the audience. They need to give Vicky Winans a star. Shit. Who else need a star? They need to give BNGB a star. Malira.
Somebody said Nikki Young in the comments said it's an honorary star, like you can get an honorary.
CC they need to give CC Pennington a star.
Ask her what her star at.
Crystal Waters.
Oh, Javante said Ashanti.
Y'all ain't changing my mind. I'm standing on it.
No, I'm just saying you said she.
Oh baby. Shut the hell up, baby.
But I don't think that she's written. I love her pen. She's sick with pen. I give it.
Yeah, she got a nice handwriting. I will give her that. She writes some nice songs for other people.
Child, she said Lillian Lloyd. I'm done.
Lillian Lloyd need a star.
Oh my God.
If Ashanti got a star, hell, Ricky Dillon need a star.
Somebody said, hell, give Barbara McCoo.
Barbara McCoo Lewis.
I'm so done.
Shit. They give Louise Patterson a star. Shit, there's a lot of people deserve a star. Shit.
Karen a
Hollywood Walk
star.
of Fame ain't for the biggest hat.
Karen ain't got no star.
Give
Right.
Karen and Dorinda a star.
Shit, give Jackie a motherfucking star for them salty ass rolls. Shit.
Give Bishop J. Drew a star. He ain't did shit anyways.
Oh.
Y'all think Kiki gonna get a star one day? Kiki.
Absolutely. If Ashanti got one, absolutely.
They'll pay for it.
Hey, she paved the way for
How long
somebody
is the Hollywood
coming.
Walk?
You know who needs a? Let me tell y'all who needs a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and don't have one, and that is Denise Clark.
Look, there go Elvis. There go Elvis.
What did Denise do?
She sung with her sisters for about a decade.
Wait a minute. I thought the Clark sisters had a star. They didn't get one?
No, the Clark sisters ain't got no star. They ain't got no star. They giving it away to these damn R&B singers.
No.
Clark sisters ain't got no damn star. And they been in the game 40 years.
Right. Oh my God.
Okay, so who's going to church Sunday? Who's going to church Sunday?
Well, you know, I got my white together. I got my blouse together. So.
Okay, anybody wearing pastels?
I don't know.
Anybody wearing loud ass colors?
Anybody wearing Easter colors?
I'm wearing black.
Are you preaching, Marquise?
Are you preaching? Will you be on live, Marquise?
I'm live every week. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Please, Marquise, please don't preach the same sermon everybody preach every year. He got up. We know he got up. What else is new? What else can y'all give us other than he got up?
Oh, follow me. I love preaching controversial.
Oh, he got up. We know he got up, honey. What did he? I want to. What did he do after he got up?
I can tell you ain't heard me preach yet. I don't preach like that.
Okay, he got up. Then what did he do? Okay, he met Mary and Martha at the tomb gate, at the tomb thing, and they didn't believe it was him. And then he showed them his hands, and then they believed. Okay, then what happened?
Thais, the events, I'm telling you, the story of Jesus is Jesus didn't come to start a religion. I'm just gonna say it that way.
No, because his mother and father was not Mary and Joseph Christ. Jesus was a Jew, so that means he read the Torah.
That's right.
He didn't. All of this stuff came afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And every religion starts very bloody, like with the Crusades, and you know, a lot of people got beheaded and stabbed and killed and stuff.
Yep. I'm all about application today. What can this do for us today? So
okay.
Stay tuned. My sermon is going to be entitled "A Lot Can Happen in 3 Days."
Amen.
Well, his detractors believe that his disciples came and got him, and that there was no resurrection. That the disciples came and got him at midnight.
The important part ain't even the resurrection. The important part is what happened when we don't preach about it. So.
Who is that?
Ashley.
So that's what you think of the resurrection, Ashley?
Oh God!
Ashley said, "Look." Ashley, get ready to go film. He getting his stuff together.
You still got a chance to win. Yeah, score and steal.
Can you hear us, Ashley?
I got your
Somebody shit. Was somebody shit?
Ashley don't know who he owns. Take him off, Jives. He don't know he's still.
He said, "Wait, we can't hear you, but we heard the toilet, but we can't hear you."
Somebody shitting. Somebody shitting.
Listen, okay, y'all. Listen, we love all y'all. We gonna get out of here. Oh my God, my heart. Oh God.
It won't me. It was not.